Hello and welcome to Star Wars News and Weekly Comic Recap presented by Tales from the Darkside. This week we're covering two new Star Wars comic releases. We've got High Republic 9 and High Republic Adventures 8. Has High Republic finally turned that corner that we've been hoping it would? And in High Republic Adventures, what was it about again? Oh yeah, that's right. More of the same. Keeping track of all the first appearances in High Republic and High Republic Adventures can be stressful. It keeps me up at night. Well, JJ has the fix we're all needing, and you'll want to keep it handy. The rest of the show is all about opening up stuff. We open up the historical files of Lorna D by reviewing the new High Republic novel-like audio performance, Tempest Runner by Kevin Scott. We're unboxing a batch of freshly graded modern Star Wars comics, and we're ripping into some 2021 Topps Chrome Galaxy Star Wars trading cards. And there may be more, too, that I don't know about. Things happen quickly around here, so let's get it going, fellas.
Yeah, so forgot how to start the show. All right, good stuff. Jedi, you're going to have to go around the horn, and then we'll explain what's going on. It's a special show today, guys. We've got a lot of weird stuff. There's a little bit of downtime in some of the Star Wars universes, but no time for us dorks. We always got something. Jedi, go around the horn.
Okay, lately he's been ranking things, a lot of things. Marvel, Motu, villains, video games. And around his house, the kids are behaving better than ever. Nothing to do, I'm sure, with the signs taped to their bedroom doors. S, A, B, C, D. And there's a sign that reads trash taped to the back door of the house. The kids are refusing to go in the backyard. Afraid to even. It's father knows best, Macho Man Marco. And apparently he loves Twilight. Who knew? And cosplaying as Edward is tough on a Wookiee. It probably takes him hours to get all that glitter out of his beard. It's the mighty Solo Wookiee. He's the creator of such YouTube show titles as Dollar Bin Digging and Forgotten First. A lot better than the original show titles that he considered, like I'm done looking, but I'm going to keep standing in front of this long box to annoy the guy waiting behind me. And dang it, I forgot what I was looking for. I knew I should have made a list. It's the visionary Pete Renovision. Like the Watcher in the MCU, he travels the timelines of the SWEU, unable to interfere, unable to intervene, which really pisses him off because he knows that he can do it better. It's the guy behind the curtain, JJ Maxwell. Last show, he thought the Force was talking to him. Kind of freaked him out, too. Turns out he forgot to turn down the volume on his laptop while he was doing the intros. It was a rookie mistake. It's me, Jedi Johnson, 22.
All right, good job, Jedi. Yeah, I think the intro to Pete wasn't that happened to Jedi, didn't he? He got somebody standing in front of him, just acting like he was going through boxes, and then I forgot what I was trying to look for. All right, hey, so for those people that are behind on the IG, we are gonna, we're going over the first list. We're going over all that stuff. You'll get all the good information. JJ was very generous. He bought a Star Wars Galaxy box, so we're gonna see what breaking that is, and we're gonna get some of you involved. Don't worry, Ruben. I know you're going to work. We're going to figure out how many packs we have. Then we're going to choose packs. And then we're going to give because some of the people in the fans are going to have packs too to open there towards the end. So we're going to do a little bit of a giveaway, I guess you can call it. But apparently on IG, if you put giveaway there, they're going to try to make you do a promotion. They might shut you down. So We didn't do that. Yeah. I guess in the wording, I think. I don't know. I've also had a couple people who don't like me. So they just keep hitting report on the IG. So.
Could just be me. There's that.
Yeah, there's that too. All right, let's say hello.
You mean when I do that, it doesn't work?
No, I've got a pre-written statement by a lawyer every single time they send me one. Let's say hello to everybody. Shannon, what's going on? Joe, Ruben, always good to have you. Astro, Jamie, good to see you. Ed, Ed saying hi for the algorithm. We do appreciate it. It makes a difference. Chad, what is going on? I have assumed that we're going to see. Oh, then there's Chad Farr too. We got both Chads in here, Chad Cave and Chad Farr. We'll see both of you guys, and I think we're going to have a couple more people stopping in later. But let's get it started with pickups this week. JJ, I didn't even ask who's got them, but I know you do.
I'm wearing my pickup. That's all I got.
I got him.
What you got? Let's see what you got, Pete. Ooh,
My Chewbacca man shirt.
Nice.
Pete's shirt is the dad joke for this week.
That's awesome.
So I got a couple. Finally got a package from Mike Mayhew's thing.
I got those too. I should find them.
Yep. Finally got that package. I feel like it took forever. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, these so Solo Wookiee had one of these guys, and I found the kind of reverse version of them. So there's the sketch version.
Oh, nice.
It's got that Revenge of the Jedi kind of cover, and then there's a virgin.
Yep.
Nice.
I didn't even know they had some.
I didn't know they had a
Tough
virgin.
books.
And actually, it's a sketch cover on the back.
What is that? Like, what's the inside say? What's
Vader down.
No, I know, but is that Vader? Is that virgin a like 6 reprint or something?
It was from that Comic-Con box. So I don't know exactly what all they're limited to. I know the one was limited to like 3,000, and oddly enough, it's a Mayhew cover.
Yeah.
Just talking about getting a Mike Mayhew package. So I had 2 Mike Mayhew packages. This one didn't come from him, but I don't know what it was limited to.
What Ruben pick up?
Oh, he got one of the Star Wars Invasion, one of the Dark Horse.
Oh, nice.
100s, the Invasion one.
Oh, nice.
So got one of these guys. Always nice to have the murder droid cover.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
It's always a good pickup. And then took me a little bit of digging, but I found one of these fairly cheap on Macari. Just struck a deal. So.
You must have if you're going to Macari. Oh, nice. There you go.
So the 4th printing and final printing of Rise of Kylo Ren, which featured Ren, who we talked a little bit about last week. So
we did. Big stuff came out this week on them too. They were showing off a lot of new art.
Is that number 3 or number 1?
This is number 1.
Number 1.
Okay.
4th printing of number 1.
About that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We had a show last week. We talked about it.
Yep. This is a fun one.
It was the feedback. You
Was I there?
know who was.
I think you were there. As a matter, it was the feedback.
No, he was.
All right.
Was he not on last week? I don't remember.
Yeah, he was.
But that's it. That's all I had.
We're joking. All right. Anybody else have pickups? Because I told nobody to have pickups, and then JJ started crying. All right. So let's start off with some unboxing. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if I can make this work. Jedi, are you ready for your unboxing of your CBCS?
Oh, yeah. Let me. I don't
That's
know if I'm
technically a
ready or
pickup.
not.
Okay. So you're not ready. So that's good. Okay, cool.
No, there we go. I'm ready.
There we go. All
Here it
right.
is.
Just right? Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, look at that.
So we got a Boba the Fett, and then we got
That's not the unboxing, folks.
Oh.
We're gonna watch Jedi do a puzzle.
I got that puzzle, that bottom one with the Vader and the Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that's a tough puzzle. I do a lot of really hard puzzles, and that puzzle is not an easy.
Yeah,
puzzle.
space ain't
It's
easy
fun,
to do with
but
puzzles.
It is not easy.
Should I hear? I'm going to see you tomorrow. That'll be fun.
Apparently, we're going to be the reason for Shannon's divorce later.
Like we did it last time, right?
They're coming to the compound tomorrow. They'll be fine. What?
We're going to do this like we did it last time, or
yeah? Okay. Well, how did I do it last time? You said to do
last
that.
Last time I told you what it was. You pulled up the slide, and then we may not be able to do it the way we got it.
No. Hold on. Let me see what I can do. Yeah.
Your magic.
Let's see what. Please, you'll be lucky if I don't shut this whole thing down. That'd be funny. If we shut it down, guys, we'll come back. We'll figure out a way. Okay, we're not gonna. It's not because of the breaking of the. All right. Can you guys see the screen? Oh, it takes over everything, doesn't it?
Yeah. Can you?
All right. It's all right. I got an idea. Okay, you're right.
Sorry,
CGC. See, what is this? This is CBCS, though, right?
First of all, what do you think about my cover slide? Do you like it? Do you like the slide?
Yeah, except for that, I think you only have because EGS is on there. They're not really a grading company.
Yeah, but I put smoke behind it because you said it smelled like weed.
It wasn't weed. It smelled like a head shop.
What's the yellow for?
Nog Champa.
Because it smells like cat pee.
Nog Champa.
Because PGX it smells like pee. It smells like.
Okay,
why is it
the first one?
All right, here we go. First one.
The first one is going to be, and this is I just grabbed them out of here.
It's a prison retailer incentive 120. No?
No, it's not. Those aren't in order. Because I just.
Oh, good. Well, that probably would help. All right. It's the High Republic. Which one?
High Republic won the Blanche retailer incentive. That one. Nope. Nope. Yep. Nope. Yep.
Nope.
Oh, the Blanche retailer said 110.
Ah, the 1 in 10. Okay.
So these go for 9/8 go for $50 to $75, and then let's see what you got.
All
That didn't
right.
work. This isn't working well. I'll just read what it is.
What? He's sliding it in slowly. It's a slow reveal.
9/8. Very good.
9/8.
9/8 review.
Be like
Yeah,
dramatic
this,
theme music coming across there.
Right?
This may
And there
take
was
longer
much
than I thought.
rejoicing.
No, I got a way of doing this. We're not going to use your slides. I'm just going to use them as reference points. All right, tell me what
Okay.
next is.
So yeah, I will say this was one of the ones that I got. I got this one from Wanted Comics, and
Nice Wanted
so
Comics.
appreciate that, Drew.
And did you
I-
press and clean it?
I didn't do anything to it.
Yeah, because it's a new book and he sends good. So make sure you guys check out Wanted Comics. If you don't want cruddy books that you have to press and clean, feel free to go buy from Drew over there at Wanted Comics. Good job on that one. Okay, so there's
the
8 of
next
those
one
total
is,
on the census. But that's the CGC census. Oh, no, on CBCS census. 513 on CGC census. Okay, what's the next books?
Next one's going to be
Yeah,
Star
a little
Wars
bit of a difference
Bounty
there.
Hunter #1, the third printing.
Star Wars Bounty Hunter #1, the third printing.
Oh,
Okay,
black and white.
CBCS, there it's 5 9/8s, 2 9/6s at CGC 74 9/8, 7 9/6s, and somebody for some reason graded a 7.5. So, all right, cool. What do you got?
9/8.
Oh,
Oh,
9/6.
no.
Oh, the 6.
Wah, wah.
This was
It's not bad though. I like 9/6.
Yeah. I don't know where I got this one. Probably at the LCS. I don't know.
What's up, Brando?
Okay, we have another one that I got from Drew.
We're
this
gonna
is Star
cover
Wars
that
number-
Laura Doom book. So go ahead.
Huh?
I'm talking to the chat.
We got Star Wars #4, the John Cassidy retailer sketch incentive.
Oh, okay. I know
Okay.
what that one is. Okay, so here it
That's
is.
a good
There's 194 on CBCS. There's 41 9/8s, 12 9/6s. What did we get?
Okay, so I had 2 of these graded. This is the first one.
9/4.
2 for.
9/6.
9/6.
Oh, 9/6.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the highest CBCS grading so far of that book.
Is it really?
And then, well, the next one out of the package is the
It's
other
that
one.
first Santa. What's her name?
Santa Staros.
Staros.
Yeah,
that's
Santa
it.
Star,
Yeah.
Santa,
So this is the other
Elfa's
one.
kind of girlfriend.
Again from Drew.
Did you build?
Drew and
Are
the
we
crew.
building to a?
9/8.
Yeah.
Oh, winner. 9/8 on the CBCS
And that's-
census.
That's an
Good
awesome
job.
version of that cover. I love that.
That is.
It looks
That
awesome in
actually
a
think that looks
sketch.
really well. Yeah, as a sketch. So there's 41 on CGC, but now there's 1 on 9/6 and 1 9/8 at CBCS, thanks to our man Jedi.
Okay, so I graded 15, but
Nice
only
building.
11 of them were Star Wars, and Marco won't let me show the others.
So,
So-
Chad's here. We got to start
Tune in
over.
on,
Roll
I'll
back.
show you on my IG tomorrow. If you follow me
What?
on IG, I'll show you what the non-Star Wars were.
Yeah, that's fine. File the IG, file Jedi's IG.
Okay, we have and I
Holy
sent in 3 of these, all from Drew and Wanted Comics. This is
All right, let's see what
Han
you got.
Solo #1, the John Cassidy retailer incentive.
He bet
Sketch
we're
cover.
if you get 3 9/8s like the last couple 9/8s you got out of there. Okay, there are no recent sales. 9/8s for CGC is 11, and there's 1 for CBCS.
And this is 1 in 200, I think.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Yeah.
1 in 200.
Yeah, it's a 1 in 200.
Come on,
Ooh,
come
1
on.
to 200.
9/8.
Nice. 9/8.
Yeah, baby.
Nice.
Wanted Comics. If you
Nice.
need 9, he should just turn it to Wanted 9/8 Comics. That's what you should
How,
change his name.
how
to.
long do these take to get back, Jedi?
These got accepted the end of March. So
Okay.
a couple of months. Well, what's that, about 4 or 5 months? I don't know.
About 4 months.
So not much different than the
No.
other place.
So we got another one. Like I said, I sent in 3.
3.
I sent in 3 of
Shannon,
these.
Shannon, your wife just sent me a picture. Put your phone down. Watch us in replay, dude. Eat
Oh,
your dinner.
yeah.
9/8. Oh, 2
Another
9/8s.
one.
Another 9/8.
That be the gray. What's going on? See,
Nice.
that's what when people say,
Nice, buddy.
you know, this is where we had the issue with that company when I did the exact same thing as him, took it off, put there, and he's saying there's like this, that, the other thing. They should be 9/8s, and even if you're ordering online and Wanted Comics, they should at least be 9/6s, and it's kind of what he's getting here, right? 9/8s out of Wanted.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
new
9/8.
books. That's what they should be.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Can we
He
go
sold
3
it.
for
Another
3?
one. It's the
He
last
sold those
one.
incentives at a good discount too.
Yeah, he did. Oh, you got 3 of these?
3 for
I
3.
said
Is he
3
gonna?
of
Can he
these,
hit
yeah.
3 for 3?
3
Come
for
on,
3.
do
He can't
it.
hit 3 for
Do
3.
it.
No way.
Turkey.
He keeps showing us the same book. I call him.
Yeah, I was about to say, check the number. Check the number.
All right, that's good. Good job. That's awesome.
We
Dude.
don't want anyone to think there's any whatever they call it.
They
Shenanigans.
But if they think there's shenanigans going on, damn, dude.
Yeah, they are.
You just send Drew that picture. Go like,
The
this is what
triplets.
happens when you buy from Wand Comics. There you go, man. Damn, yeah, that's nice grades.
Star Wars. Okay. This one is Star Wars High Republic #1, second printing. Don't think I got this from Drew.
Star Wars High Republic second printing.
Oh yeah, okay. I remember that one now.
That was there's so that goes for 30 to 50 in 9/8. There's 532 9/8. Yeah.
532, you said?
532 CGC 9/8. 582, sorry. And 9 CBC. I don't know.
Why did so many people grade that?
I don't know. 9/8. Well, there you go. You got another one. He graded. Why are you saying so many people? He graded.
That's true. Why did you pick that one, Jedi?
I don't know.
I like that one.
In the
I
future,
like it too.
What's up? What does it say?
Tay Monster. That's
Teddy
my
Monster?
brother, actually.
Teddy Monster? All right.
Thought I said
We have.
I thought there was an I in there for 1 second.
If you wondered about the last one, you're really going to wonder about this one.
All right,
Star Wars High Republic #3, third printing. Maybe I'm.
Yep, I agree. Why'd you get this? So, you had 164 people at CGC and 7 people at CBCS also got it. Prices are $25 to $50 in 9/8.
25 doesn't even cover the grading.
But whenever they start making the movies and the TV series, I want to be ready.
That's true. Plus, if you just want them for yourself,
Maybe.
It's good for PC. There we
you
go.
go.
9/8. All right.
Nice.
Well, at least you're getting 9/8 out of it.
Yeah.
And you don't press or clean anything, do you, Jedi?
Nope, too lazy, too cheap, too
yeah,
lazy.
because those are some gambles though. Those would be some gut punch 9/6s.
Yeah,
Like, oh man.
All right, so this one there's going to be a Jedi.
Astro, I know. Yeah.
There's going to be a Jedi equation in every batch. So, oh god, this is the one I really wanted. So this is the Doc Afra #7 from Volume 2.
Okay.
That's the Frizen retailer.
Nice.
9/8s are going for $237, which there's 14 9/8s. This is a Marvel Rub book too. There's 14 9/8s in CBCS. There's 2 9/8s, 2 9/6s, 185. There's 185 CGC. Somebody probably took it at CGC, cracked it, and sent it over there. No, they didn't because it's thin.
It's his.
Wow. No, it's
All right,
just,
give me just a second because I know you guys want to know this. Hang on.
tell me what it says.
Oh, the notes.
Yeah.
The notes. Give me just.
If it says rub on the back, if it
There's
says
a color rub, probably.
I'll go down. I'll go down to Florida for you if it says cover rub on
Corner
the back.
scuffing.
It's corner scuffing.
You mean Texas?
Spine stress.
Line stress.
Nobody. That's nobody. Nobody does that.
If it does say corner scuffing, that'd be awesome.
It's not gonna say corner.
Oh my god! This it says there's a 1/2-inch crease in the top left.
Okay.
Okay.
See, that's how you do grading. You measure out whatever it is, and like if it's corner scuffing, you'd say corner scuffing.
No, it
less
is
than
there.
a dime.
Oh, you
it's
see it?
there. I just completely. I'm starting to wonder if I even looked at the back of this book before I sent it in.
Yeah.
I was so enamored by the front, I guess.
Okay.
But yeah,
What
it's
else does it say?
definitely there.
That's not enough to go down to an 8.5 though. What else do they
And I
have?
tell you what, there is a huge that I didn't see either because I did not look at the back of this one. That's my bad. But there's a big old color rub on the back of this thing too. I don't know if you can see
Yeah,
it.
color rub was notorious on that book on the back.
That book, yeah.
All right.
Like
Yeah,
horrible
I think
everywhere.
Yeah, I think mine's color.
What else did they say besides that? So you had a 1/4 inch color breaking, you said, or no?
Well, the only thing they noted was that crease on the top left corner.
They
didn't
said a
even note
crease,
the
but
color
they didn't
rub.
say it was color breaking. They said no
Nope.
color breaking, or
No,
they
it was
did.
color breaking.
Oh,
Yeah,
color break. Okay,
yeah.
okay.
But they didn't. They didn't say
There's got to
anything
be
about
something
the rub.
else. You don't.
But they didn't say it though. But he's saying it's color break. There's
Yeah.
a color break.
Okay, last one is Star Wars #1. I'm sorry, Star Wars High Republic #1, the Hans variant.
The Han variant.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good.
That was my
Everybody and
favorite
their
of the
cousin
regulars.
got this thing. Yeah.
Yeah, the numbers are pretty high on this.
Holy shit! 1,446 9/8 in CGC. 83.
I-
Jesus.
Yeah,
When
one of
it
those
came
mine.
out, Yeah, I remember when it came out, somebody had like a whole short box like on
Yeah.
IG and like flip through it.
Remember when they were telling us there's only 100,000 copies of this book out there? I was like, yeah, the fuck there is. There's like a million copies.
That's when I start leaning towards the I'll just buy it.
Hey.
Nice. Good job.
Good job. Have a
And
Chris.
that's it. Like I said, I'll do the non-Star Wars on my IG tomorrow. I'll just
cool. Thank you for that, Jedi. We do appreciate it. Good
awesome.
job, by the way.
Great.
Good.
Yeah.
Hey, and props out there
Thanks
to
again,
Wanted
Wanted
Comics. What's that? Yeah.
Thanks again, Drew and Wanted Comics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Props out to the Wanted
absolutely.
Comics, man. You know, that proves just something about people. Like, we're not trying to, we try to have a good relationship with people who are good. And obviously this wasn't planned and we can't pay a grading company. But when you're just sending out books and all of them that you sent out, was it all of them came back 9.8 or did one come back 9.6?
Had one 9.6 from Drew. All
the rest are 9.8s, and he doesn't do anything to them. Like that just tells you what type of quality he's doing over there.
That's awesome.
So make sure you check out Wanted Comics.
And to get that on a lot of sketch covers is tough too.
Yeah, especially those older sketch covers that people, because those were high ratio older sketch covers that a lot of people threw away, and people thumbed through those boxes.
Sat
when
in
Drew
boxes
says
forever.
And I've seen Drew set up before. Like when he says he's got it set up in the climate control, he ain't joking. Like his back stock is legit. So yeah, it did sit a while. All right, let's get into the reviews. Speaking of High Republics, good stuff, Jedi. Thank you for your slides that I didn't show. I appreciate it. All right, here we go. So we did read. Hey, you know what? This is what I'm going to say. Why can't Star Wars why can't? Oop, this isn't what I wanted.
Yeah, I got that one when we get there.
Why can't they just all the books they have be on the same level instead of like, you know what? We're going to have some good ones, and then we're going to turn those shitty, and then we're going to turn the shitty ones and turn them to good. Because to be honest with you, High Republic is finally turning the corner. Like Jedi said. I mean, I don't know what you guys think about it.
New arc. New story arc.
Yeah, new story. I thought it was going to be dumb because I thought they were going to do this Kiwi thing where they were actually going to start trying to turn her, which I don't think is the case. And to be honest with you, the bad part, and it just brings up a point about that Ava Chris Yoda book, like they toned down Ava Chris in the storyline, and then sad to say, but like this and in the novels, it's kind of good because her character kind of sucks. So don't you think? I mean, I think so, right?
Yeah. It'd be I think they kind of just let her go, so to speak, as a character.
Yeah.
She had her day in the sun, I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was cloudy outside.
Novel, so that was she shined in that
one. So we got Orlov's coming back. You know, she's doing the Wayfinder, and they start off with this sweet. I mean, I could see this with Kiwi, like in one of the twins. Like, how cool would be this to actually see this in real action? But she's one of the Nile now. That's how they started off. You know,
it's also a second print cover option for them.
It is. It's 100% that, which we'll get on to one of the other things we talked about before. But then they open it up and they start talking about. They talk about how Lorna D is dead. Supposedly, they can't find it. They talk about Zetar and how he might be the new Eye when he's not. He's just one of the new Stormrunners. And then they do have Ro down there, but they can't really figure out who he is.
Wait, who is the angry Meeseeks there in the middle?
Zetar.
He's the guy. Remember in the one novel, he's the guy that's got the mech.
He's a Tempest Runner.
The Tempest Runner in the mech. So,
one of the three.
Yeah, this is gonna. Well, I'll let JJ do all the first because there's another first in here like Gall that I didn't even put up there because like whatever, he's in the background. But so they go back and forth. Kiwi just gets up so like this is not. She kind of is a little. She's kind of like the better version of Anakin when Anakin was complaining about stuff like the Jedi Order should be helping people. Like she does it in a different way, which is kind of nice that they kind of corrected that mistake of the movies. Either way, so she poses as a Nihil because they knew that. Well, they thought obviously this takes place around the time of the audiobook, and since we all listen to the audiobook, we know it's not the truth. But Pan, the other Stormrunner, is dead. Supposedly, they think he's dead. So she poses as one of his. Storm. Eventually, she calls in help from the Nihil. She has Skier attack him. This little rat thing comes up, and you know, Jedi made a point the last couple of weeks of some of these new characters and their names.
Yeah, I think they're trolling us at this point with these names.
Get out of here with this name, dude. Nara Nada Baka Raka Roka. What the hell is that, dude?
Let's call it Squanchy.
Squanch.
Yeah, so this is a new character apparently named Norin. I can't do that. Yeah, that's kind of one of the downsides of it. They get in there, they play the rest of the game out. They blow out her engines, not crush her. The Nihil pick her up and send her through, the jump. When they get back, she's got to prove herself, so she's got to fight this little big fat Grookin. She chokes him out, and then all of a sudden we get our man Zatir here in his mech suit, which I thought was pretty cool, man. They did a really good job. This is what I thought looked like in the book. Yeah, maybe. I think it was like the computer game. Remember Mech Warriors, the first one, where you can upgrade all your stuff.
Was it BattleTech? Was the other name for it? I think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I thought that was kind of cool. So they say, "Do you know who I am?" She plays it smart. She doesn't, because he gives off the name. Next thing you know, she goes, "Yeah, that's who you are." And he goes, "Okay, if you were one of Pan's runners, instead of choking out this guy, you have to prove it by killing." What's her name again, or what's his name again? Mygar or whatever.
My Yarga.
Which is that big hut that was riding the thing and has the rocket pistols, which sucks. That if she has to kill him because he's kind of cool, but Hut's got to die.
They should put Myraga on her cyborg thing, and her and Zetar can have like a
battle fight. Mech warrior. But actually, the book was pretty good, to be honest with you. I liked a lot of the stuff they did with it. I don't know what everybody else thought about it, but like maybe is it good considering all the other books suck so bad in this series, or is it good because it actually was kind of good?
I was confused. Do they think D is dead, or did they say like she was one of the runners?
No, they think she's dead because they thought she was the Eye. So this took place between the novel and the audiobook.
Because I thought they said there was 3 candidates that could be the new Eye. I thought she was one of them, but maybe not.
No, they were
thinking
saying
at this point in time, D is in that
prison,
Republic prison ship or whatever.
Not under the name D. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep, 100%.
Not under the name, right?
That's where it is. So yeah, they think she's dead.
It didn't really show how she ascended. When I say she,
yeah.
Oh, Trennis.
Yeah, how she ascended to Storm. I mean, that's a pretty quick.
Yeah.
Well,
I imagine they will.
They did. No, they did. Well, they did because she said she was part of Pan's Tempest.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he's dead. So there's nobody to, and almost his entire crew's wiped out. So there's nobody to verify that.
That's true. Okay.
I almost think too she has to be like they have to have created some kind of cover story for her, or either had somebody inside the Nihil which kind of put her up at that rank. Otherwise, they wouldn't just say, "Oh, you're," because the Storm is a ranking. I mean, she didn't start off but she got up to Storm pretty quickly there. So
they've hinted at other books how they have interrogated some of the people and they've understood some of the structures. That's how they know that there's an actual Eye. They brought it up.
Nihil apparently doesn't keep very good personnel records.
Yeah.
Well, no, they actually, even going through it, they don't, because remember, everybody can die off and you challenge each other at all the time, and it's supposed to be a little chaotic. So I don't think that's not where when they said it, I figured the whole explanation was Pan. They assume Pan's dead. They're using Pan as the excuse because they do know that Pan was supposed to have died because they had heard that through one of the people. They actually said it in the audio novel. And, or was it the written book when they said that she's the new Eye? Either way, they knew that Pan guy had died and they thought that she was the cause of it. I think it was, they said they had a leak there. So, but yeah, so that's that. Yeah. Was it Sal or Sil or whatever was saying? Who knows?
But yeah, good turnaround though. I like it so far.
I did too. Promising. I thought it was finally good. Like it's finally readable, which I just, like I said, I don't know if it's
only the slight mention of the Dangray in this thing or Dengar. Yeah, hopefully that's in the rearview mirror.
That looks like it's in the rearview mirror. That was a good move. I will say this: it still seems like it's kind of chunky because I know you guys keep hitting me up in the chat and you guys keep asking like, "What's the timeline on this?" And I'm like, "Well, it's like we just did right there." So I know that the regular readers got to be having all types of problems if you're trying to get all this together. So they have to put
everything in order.
Kind of tell you to scroll at the beginning though, a little bit,
but you're going to forget as soon as you read 3 pages in. Either way, up next is the High Republic Adventures number 8. If you could tell from the 2 covers, they actually changed artists, whatever the heck they're called, people who draw stuff.
Yeah.
Bruno now is the guy that's doing it with them. It's a little bit more of a teeny style drawing, I guess, compared to like, I know a lot of people had the art, the kiddie style art they had a problem with. I don't know, man. I don't know. It looks like every character
art a little bit better myself.
Yeah, it looks like every character grew up and now they're all like high school age kids or something like that, or maybe in their 20s. I don't know. I'm really old, so kids in their 20s look like they're in grade school. So,
Art of Republic Adventures.
What's that?
Archie Republic
Yeah.
Adventures.
That's what it looks. No, that's good. That's a good point. That's what it looks like. Because like the orange person was supposed to. That's the one assistant, the killer person from the hut. That's like now they look goofy and like.
Yeah, it doesn't look anything like the old one.
Either way, they're taking all the stuff from the adventures and then from the free comic book day and all those storylines and merging them back in together. And I was like, oh, this is gonna kind of suck. But actually, the story in here, after you get through that stuff, and then we added the map for the Galactic Data map because they were going to. If you read the novel, they're going to Maz because that's where a couple other people are going to show up there. Maz's castle and her planet. There's also a Jedi temple there. The story actually
before in the movie.
What's that?
So we may have seen that before in a movie.
Yeah,
Hey,
we may
Maz.
have not. Maybe. Yeah, but we actually get a. This is the part where I thought it started turning good. Following the Crix portion of it. We haven't got a lot into it.
That was so bad though. Crix's face.
Yeah.
And everything. The art for Crix was terrible. That was the biggest one I had a problem with.
The art's not the best, I'll say that, but the actual storytelling of how he's taking over and finally turning like full in Darkside, and he's like the little. There's a lot of Darth Vader Emperor stuff going on here.
Is he a Storm? Is that what he is?
He would be a Storm.
One?
Yeah,
yeah, like so. Second lieutenant, kind of.
Yeah, because he brings the eye brings up how he like put him up through promotion and everything like that, and so next up,
there's a lot of the Nihil do not, and it touched on it in one of the novels. I think the Out of the Shadows. A lot of the Nihil do not like how quickly he has risen through the ranks and kind of the pet sidekick or whatever of Morshan.
Oh, I thought you were going to say they're not interested in upward mobility.
What was the last novel, Into the Dark? Was that it? Or
Out of the Shadows.
Out of the Shadows. So, yeah, they were in Out of Shadows. He's right. Out of the Shadows. They're talking about how they don't like him. They call him the pedal out like that. With that being said, because one of them, the one that's actually going to the same planet, wants to kill him. Or no, she's D's sidekick now. Whatever. Either way. Anyhow, this book's the story in it's a lot better than the art, which sucks because now they're really getting into a good. The story's always been pretty good in it, but the Crix portion of it was probably the best part of this book. They find this Jedi, which I thought was kind of cool too, because he's got a staff.
Awesome.
His name is Sav, right? Is that how you say it? S-A-V? Sav?
I said Save or Sav. Yeah.
Sav. He looks like Embo, which is kind of
cool. He's got an Embo hat.
He's the only guy to guard this temple. So Kix is like
Marco.
Yeah, sure. Sorry, my bad.
She's got an Embo hat.
She looks like Embo, and I mean, they're all aliens. They could be neutral gender, I guess. I don't know.
Or both.
So she's the only one defending this Jedi thing. So Crix is like, we'll go kill her real quickly. The bow splits apart, turns into the two lightsabers, which I think is probably a cool weapon. I mean, I thought it was dope.
Yeah.
And just the actual verbiage they used where she's welcoming him there and saying, hi, how you doing? And then they shoot at her. And then she's like, oh, you're rude pretty much. It just takes them out. And like, we're usually nice to guests, but takes everybody out except for Crix. This is where I think it's going to be interesting. You guys saw this panel here, right? Where there's the two Nihil saying like, help us. And it doesn't look like Sav. She's and she holds purple lightsabers. So she might be a little Mace Windu-y, hopefully. And we might get an execution here, which would be kind of cool. I think anyways. Either way, Crix goes back.
Book, though?
Well, I think they're inferring it here.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They might infer it, but
I mean, I don't think we're gonna get slicing off the heads, but I think maybe like
she is the same species as Embo. Just saying.
Yeah, maybe a dog comes up because there's a dog in the promo poster, so maybe that's hers and the wolf dog like Embo has, and it just eats their heads off. With that being said, then Crix actually goes back and kind of gets his own storm, which we'll see what goes from there. Maybe he's actually finally turning the corner. And it looks like this is going to be the next little arc where we're going to have a little Maz interaction, and maybe we'll have a little bit of backstory on her, which might not be such a bad thing. Both books, I know Jedi said that it was a repeat. I thought they were actually pretty good this week.
Well, I mean, it was okay. I actually forgot about the Maz piece, and it'll be great when they bring Maz into it more. I guess what I meant, same old. I think at its base level, this is still, it's still Crix versus Pink Girl, or I can't remember the name.
Oh yeah, I actually like.
But I don't think they're going to get away from that story too much.
I loved Solo's analogy about Archie. Archie comics.
The art sucks, man.
It's just really
the art was no
perfect analogy.
Wait, you can't say the art sucks.
You guys are gonna hate me. I kind of like the art.
No, that's
really?
because it's
subjective. Something new and different.
Yeah,
all right, Gendy.
No. It's all right. This is why, because we're gonna get that one troll is gonna tell us like your opinion on art's terrible because you said it sucks. What do you know? This artist, like, I get it. It's not art for me. It's all subjective. Like, so like.
Also, I don't really like how I don't like it whenever they switch art like mid story arc.
No,
that throws me off a little bit. Like, I'd rather just wait till they're done with that arc and then put it in the arc.
This is the new arc for the kids. This is 8.
I guess
it's the same arc in a way. It's the same characters.
Unless it's cover art, I really don't even pay attention to it. So I guess I'm fortunate in that regard.
Yeah.
I do like how they Sav though. I think Sav works out really well here, and I think they would have spaced a little bit on the faces. I mean, that was one of the criticisms of the last group. First 7 was like sometimes they got lazy and didn't draw faces in adventures, and they definitely draw faces on this one. So, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But we'll move on. Both books were good. They weren't exceptional, but I think at least.
Also, it was weird to me. Like Crix grew like 2 feet tall or something.
And, everybody they turned from like 10-year-olds to 20-year-olds.
What's the time span of this?
Same time. It was a couple months, 3 months. It was 3 months.
A few months.
They've shot up like weeds.
Yeah. Even from the free comic book day. It was 3 months from the free comic book day. So, they shot up a ton, which was like 2 weeks ago. I don't know, in real time. All right, next week we've got Adventures. This actually looks like, speaking of a book that's turning the corner, Star Wars Adventures looks, at least the first half of the story is going to be really cool. The second half, it is Boba Fett's first appearance in the Star Wars Adventures Tales of Villainy / Tales of Hero thing, if that means anything.
And a Bigfoot cover.
And a Bigfoot cover. So you got that.
The hottest selling issue ever.
Coming at you.
It probably will. Now, do know that these books are having trouble showing up on time the weeks they're supposed to. And the covers, like sometimes the B covers aren't coming in, even if they ordered them. So just be on top of your retailers about them if you really want the Bigfoot.
Fun fact, A cover is a connecting cover to the next issue.
It is,
nice.
Which it seems really cool. Like, I'm excited about what they're doing. Yeah. Are you excited about what they're doing there, JJ? We've definitely seen them. Cool.
Frank Avila's knocking it out on that.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I don't like that foot cover, though.
Also coming in this week, make sure you ordered it. We talked about it before. I know it's sold out on most sites, but also go down there and check Daggett's Comics. He might have a couple extra, or go out there and reach out to Drew at Wanted Comics. He might have some too. It's War of the Bounty Hunter, second print, with our girl Lone Pop and the extra popping jaw.
What do you mean it's sold out already? Isn't that like
not him? There's some sites that are sold out already, some online sites.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you try to order it online.
Yeah, if you try to order online. Go to your retailer and get it. Retailer first. Next, go through our affiliated retailers. Star Wars: The High Republic, number 7's also second print, and they literally threw everything they could on this fucking cover.
It's interior art.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Not bad one either. I actually kind of like it. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know, slick back Count, whatever his name is.
Count Dracula / Kral.
Yeah, Kral.
I think it could hit a top 10 in sales. It's a really cool cover. I see a lot of people going out to get that one. That Lawn Pop cover.
Lawn Pop's gonna hit. Yeah, Lawn Pop's hitting.
Dope cover.
Lawn Pop's hitting. We're talking about High Republic 7, the other cover, with Count Dracula Kral on it. Darth Kral. Yeah. No, Lawn Pop's gonna hit. It's a new character. People are high on it. There's a lot of pumping going on with that character, so we'll see what's up. Next week we got Dr. Aphra. Hopefully it keeps getting, at least stays at the level it's been getting. Remember, she's in prison, so she's got to get out of prison. We also got the Houndstooth cover.
Eagle 5 cover, you mean?
Eagle 5, what do you mean?
That's the ship from Spaceballs. That's...
Get out of here with your nonsense.
That's what that is. I don't care what you say. That's what that is. That's Lone Star ship.
First time we ever see the Houndstooth in comics?
No. Didn't we see it? Maybe. Very might well be. I thought we saw
it the first time I'm seeing it, because I
thought he dropped it off. No, it's in the background, and he went off the back end someplace in some book. I know he did it already. Like the siding on the bottom. We've seen that before.
Okay.
We had we could double check that. We'll put it on your IG. Everybody follow Solo Wookiee's IG. He'll let you know. All right, War of the Bounty Hunters. We got Slave 1 on that too coming out, and there is an IG.
That was Boba Fett's starship.
Don't go there, Pete.
Jesus, you guys. So Slave 1 or Boba Fett starship cruiser. Now Jedi is having a heart attack. All right. Also, let's get into FOCs real quickly. Our man Scott, with his crowning achievement, has got the Sweet Series. I really liked the cover B on this, and then it's going to turn out good. But it's Jax is having nightmares of Wookiee. There's going to be another. What's Milo's last name? We talked about him last week. That family, the Graf family. There's going to be another Graf in this one. But I think we're going to see it in number 1 anyway, so it'll probably be the second appearance. The B cover looks pretty cool. These, for some reason, are selling, and the black and white suck, but what are you going to do? Yeah. All right. FOC, there it is for Star Wars Adventures number 10. That's the other half of the combo cover. We'll go back so you can see. For those,
are they going to keep connecting?
No, it's just those two.
It's just those two. I mean, you might do another set. I don't know.
Well, I'm thinking of the red that starts. Like, that would make sense if the next book was all red.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
This is actually probably going to be a pretty important book when you talk about the B cover was something that gave it away. Those characters on the B covers are named Tash and Zash. I know that sounds stupid, but whatever. They're
not Tango and Cash.
No,
not Tango and Cash.
Not Trash and Zach, but Tash and Zash. And they are originally they were kids from Alderaan that survived, and they did like do you guys remember R.L. Stine, the writer?
Yeah.
You know all her books,
right?
like Goosebumps, the horror stories for like teenagers, like the young teenager horror stories. Star Wars at one point came out when that was hot, came out with a similar novel series where these two kids would do all this little like that type of stuff, that type of genre, I guess you could call it. And these were the two kids. They've never showed up in comics before. This is the first time they're showing up in comics, and they're making this B cover. If that's something you're
like
into,
Star Wars Hardy Boys.
Yeah, with horror though, it's like they consider it horror thriller, youth horror thriller.
Way to make it totally lame, Jedi.
Yeah, not. I think even for our crowd and our demographic, calling them the Hardy Boys is a little bit past what people know.
They revamped them.
Solo knows what I'm talking about, right? Solo?
Absolutely, man.
There you go.
Okay, you and Drew. What was it? Nancy Drew. Okay, good job. All right, cool.
Drew and the Hardy Boys.
Those are the ones you never looked. Also, we've got the last. Well, I think this is the last ship that we're going to get out of the Star Wars. No, we get one more. The last ship we're going to get out. Second to last ship. We also the problem with this book sucks. I'm sorry. Like I don't want. What sucks the worst about it is I actually like the Sprouse cover of Obi and Anakin, and of course I'm going to get the ship cover because I have all the rest. I really don't want to waste my money on this book. And the storyline is Vader and Luke in the air, which they've already covered the outcome of that one. This is so dumb, and it's such a waste. And it sucks.
If the book covers on it. What if it had little tabs you could pull, and Anakin's arms and legs would fall off? Would that
I'd pay double.
A little pop-up book.
What I'm saying is, like, look at how lazy this is. They did it. They did a card cover of a who gives a shit species alien.
He's running out of characters. Okay,
the storyline. The storyline sucks. So I have to get that character to finish my run on that. The story sucks. The Star Wars regular storyline sucks, and it sucked for a very long time. I don't think anybody can argue that. That's a
hard toy, though. That is a really hard toy to find in good condition, and they demand a high price.
Did they even really come up with a toy for this?
Yes, absolutely. That is the action figure.
Puppet Doctor.
Yeah, because like some of these, there's not even actual character. Like they have an Afro one. Like there's some of these aren't even actual toys. They just come up with toy.
Yes, that is an actual action.
Yeah, I remember that one. I can't remember.
Well, I thought this. Yeah, but I thought that was part of the Ewok one, not part of the regular line.
I'd like to see him do more action figure variants for the High Republic.
Yeah,
I like the one he did.
Either way, like you have if you collect them, you have to collect that cover. He actually does a good Sprouse like regular 50th cover. And then they do a ship cover, but it's on the worst book. Like they should not print this book. They should just leave it to the end of board while we're about to start over. Does anybody like Star Wars? Raise your hand if you like this storyline, please.
It's the weakest of the
it's straight trash. So,
which is weird because for a bit there, I mean, it was so good. Like the last volume was just bang. It was so good.
Actually, I still say even the start of this volume was good up until about 8 or 9.
No, till like 6, but still.
Yeah, around there.
Yeah. All right, and then there's FOC's second print. Remember we talked about it. I actually wish this was a wraparound. I'm kind of ticked that 8's not a wrapped around because it would have been cool to see the actual fight out. Remember we talked about those panels. That's why when we were talking about earlier what the Kiwi.
Maybe it's connecting and we don't know yet.
To the third print. They're not the third print.
Second print of 9.
Yeah, they connect weird things. We're going to connect the second print to the third print here.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, it would have been cool. They missed an opportunity. You do get a first appearance there on the corner of a character to end the cover. So whatever. I mean,
What about the rave dancing we've got going on with Kira on the other one?
Well, I mean,
doing a flamenco.
Sometimes I think you got to question some of the editorial decisions on this shit. So that's the type of mood I'm in today, folks. All right. That's it for covering that stuff. We will get into Oh, hey, let's explain it. So look, we're going to do box breaking. How many packs are in that bag?
18.
18. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us. That means there's a lot. We could either do 10 for us, and then we could do 2 rounds of 4 people, and we could pick them out of the chat. Does that sound good? Or do you think we should do 8 people from the chat and they each get their own? Or do you think we should do 13 people from the chat? Because we got 43 in the chat. I mean, we could technically do it. We've already had up to 50.
Let's do at least 2 apiece for ourselves.
Okay, 2 apiece for ourselves. So there's 5 of us. So that's 10. So there's 8 packs left. Chat, tell us. Do you guys think you should get one person gets 1 pack apiece, or one gets 2 packs apiece? Either way. Okay, think about that.
Up to you guys.
Think about that while we go through.
I wonder what they're going to vote for.
well, yeah, I know.
It increases your chances with 1 apiece.
If it's 1 apiece, it increases the chances. There's 45 people in the chat. It increases your odds get better of you at least getting 1 pack. By the way, JJ will send you out whatever he opens in that pack, mind you, too. Yeah. So he'll send that. So let's see the pack. It's sealed. I'd like you to open the pack. If people complain while we're going over stuff, here. Oh, there it is. It's right here. Okay. We're going to have him open that because it's still got its pack. It's showing it's got the plastic.
Open it now?
Yeah.
Yep.
We're going to do that in disguise. So they
Make
don't
sure we see everything.
I can't see it.
And not leave the cameras with the camera view.
We're going to leave camera view. And if you have a problem, you can take it and put it next to you. If you have a problem with that, then you don't have to enter in. Oh, you don't have to enter in. So
phone,
we're going on.
JJ?
I just removed that. We're going to go over.
I'll just open it this way. Y'all can see it.
No, they don't even have to see it. They can trust us or they can not play.
No.
Hey, Sam. What's going on? 1 apiece. We're getting 1 apiece, man.
Yeah, I think you should do 1 apiece.
Okay, well, we're not doing it yet.
People get it that way.
We're not doing it yet. We have to get into the High Republic first. We're going to just try and see.
And it'll take me about another half hour to get through this box.
Well, you got to do the High Republic first appearance.
We could help him out on that. Share the screen. Could you share the screen on that, Pete?
I could share the screen
Thank you.
on it.
Guys, I can run through it.
I can do it. You want me to start doing it?
There you go.
No, there we go. All right. First appearance. Okay. Yeah, see, look, there's the white dog. We could have that. That could be Sal's dog that chews off the face of the person.
I was like, what white dog? And then I saw the thing.
See? The white wolf. All right, let's go. First
Isn't that
slide.
Bucky?
Bucky who?
The white wolf.
I still want to know who the Darksaber person is.
I do too.
Haven't said yet.
I wonder if that might have been Embo and they changed it around. Who knows? Because go back to that front. Could you go back to the front?
Oh, you mean the person they just introduced and they changed the saber?
Because they changed the twins. They changed the twins around already. Those characters aren't there. One of them had they changed those guys around. This guy is gone. Her look changed around. Grey Storm's dead. Who's this guy that's got the barbarian look? We don't know if we've seen him yet or not. We just saw Yurik. All right.
First behind him. Look, there's 2 of them.
Well, Grey Storm. There's like a barbarian. Like if you go to the left, it goes Great Storm who's dead, and then it goes a barbarian, and then it goes Yurik.
Mm-hmm.
So we haven't seen him yet.
It looks like Skier has 2 arms.
It does look like Skier's got 2 arms.
Yeah.
Maybe that's post losing of the arm.
No, he could grow it back. Remember he said that.
Why hasn't he? Does it take that long? I don't know.
They should put some back on it. They have it there. All right. Let's go. Thank you, Glenn. Let's go. So go ahead and tell us how you made this.
So rules real quick. Sorry, that kind of fades into the background. I just noticed that. Basically, we're going over. I tried to do just Jedi characters because everyone takes forever if you go through every single character.
Oh yeah.
So there are some labeled as bonus. So there'll be some in the same books that were not Jedi characters that I included because there could be important first appearances. And then the very minor characters I left off, and then any ensemble or pictured characters in an ensemble that I couldn't identify because there's a lot, especially in the first couple issues of these, where they take a picture of all the Jedis and any background characters. I also left off because you can't clearly identify them, and we'll get into that as we go along.
Some of them changed too.
Yeah,
there's one that you put up there
depending on the artist.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
And then
yeah,
so here's a lawyer statement, is to say that basically it's my opinion of kind of what first appearances are and when. So if you feel like I missed anything, or if there's somebody important I left out, just let us know in the comments.
Yep, just tell Marco.
Yep. Send Marco your hate mail.
Yeah, I'll file that where I filed the rest of it, because I gave him
As long as
specific
you
directions
got,
on what to do. So if you have a problem with how he did it, you can take it out on me, and we'll file that under.
As long as the words Kylo Ren issue 3 do not come up,
jeez,
then I think we're good.
Dwayne Scott wants the Sith characters in from here. Well, it's High Republic, so there are. But the one that was in here, I did include, just so you know.
Yeah. Sorry, Dwayne. All right, go ahead. Let's go. Flick it down.
There we go. Wait for you guys.
So High Republic number 1, we got Kiva Trinis, obviously, and Skier, kind of the two main characters. Avar Chris, obviously, so I included her. She does have a prior kind of cameo appearance to this, where she shows up in a hologram.
Jedi's mad.
Bye, Jedi.
Yeah.
Good seeing you.
Yeah. So I included her in this because it's definitely a first full, and there's no arguing that.
She's on covers.
And her name's not mentioned in the hologram and anything, and basically the artist had to confirm it. And then including it on this one. And then you got Estela Maru, who's the what's his title? I want to say administrator. That's not right.
That's kind of what he is.
Is that it? Yeah, but basically he's like the Martian Manhunter controlling the tower kind of role. So, but fairly important Jedi, and he shows up in here too. So.
Okay.
And next slide. So here you got the 1 in 10 cover. So these were the 2 incentives. The one that Jedi just showed you earlier, and then also important on that
not pre Ruben. Go ahead.
Yeah. Important on that is Lorna D has a cover appearance here. It's her first appearance at all. Mm-hmm. So there she is. Then you have Praetor Viter, who I don't know if I said that right, but basically he's a Jedi Master who is about on Yoda's level. He's kind of introduced with Yoda as being 2 super important council members. So I included him on here. He may never show up again, but he is there. And then Stellan Gios is kind of sort of there. He's at the very end.
It might be him, but he never looks like that again.
So, and the only reason I included this with the question mark is because if you look at like a CBCS or a CGC label for this, for some reason they list both Stellan Gios, and they also list Vernestra Rowe, who I could not find Vernestra Rowe in this book. I looked over like 40 times.
Yeah,
couldn't find her.
No.
So, yeah, I don't know. Our other bonus
put in the comment. So.
Yeah. Our other bonus character is Lena So, who is the Chancellor of the Republic.
And her cat dogs are there. That's the only reason you know it's her.
Yeah. Yep.
Cat dogs.
You know what? Out of those covers, if you could. I remember when we first saw it, the first cover of the Sway looked terrible because they only gave you the preview. These 2, I think, are the 2 winners of this, because those characters, we were right on. I mean, we were right on the 1 in 10. But I don't think we gave credit to how big. We've kind of changed the corner after the first couple reading it. But like, if you go back to the other ones, like Yoda hardly ever shows up.
Yeah.
Ava Chris is not the. She's
Yoda literally disappears. Like nobody knows where he is.
Yeah. So I don't know, man.
Or whatever.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, next up, what do we got?
Next slide on number 2. So I got the A cover, and you got the 1 in 25. Oh, by the way, also for this list, I didn't include it in the rules, but no, I didn't put a lot of store variant covers on there.
Store variants, I got you.
Yeah, I kind of tried to avoid those with the exception of 1 or 2. So just so everybody knows, just because it would have taken forever. So you got, is it Sarat and Tarek? So they're the twins. Yep. And then this is
Tomax
to me,
and Zaymot is what it is.
Yeah. The albinos are they the same species as the Inquisitor?
Well, I mean, they even did the reverse name thing as Tomax and Zaymot.
Yeah. So the names are anagrams. Or is that anagrams? Anyways, Vernestra Rowe does actually show up in this comic,
and they name her. Don't they name her too?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So that's the first
she's called Jedi Rowe. So yep.
Just because I don't work, just because I rejected working at those companies doesn't mean I can't identify what a first appearance is. All right.
Is anybody else confused about the row?
About what row?
Because when I listened to the novels, it kind of confused me.
Audio listening.
Yep, with her being Roe and then Marsha and Roe.
I've listened to my first audiobook of the High Republic, and we'll give an opinion on what I thought of it.
In a few.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, all right, what's up next?
They are not related, correct?
No.
Thank you.
Nope. Spelled differently and all. Number 3. Not many first appearances here. You got the 1 in 25 and the cover A on there. But Amitri Kantaros, who is the Padawan of Vernestra Row, is about the only Jedi appearance in this thing. So.
Yeah, he's got some special power where he can. What is his special power again?
I guess you would say it's empathy.
Yeah, he's empathy.
Yeah, he's a Force empathy user. So basically, the feelings of other Force users literally affect him, like physically.
Yeah, so he's Mantis.
Interesting. They've really gotten into
less, yes.
Originally they had like Ava, or what's her name? Yeah, Chris was supposed to have some superpower that they were going to get into, and they got away from that. But with Ro and him, they gave him actually pretty interesting powers. And Ro's power has a lot to do with the Skywalkers. Skywalkers, not the Skywalker family, but the Skywalkers of the Shiss. Yeah. So think what's his name? Blue guy.
Thrawn.
Thrawn.
The only power or unique power that they mention for Ava or for Chris anymore is she can hear people's Force song when they approach.
Stupidest shit ever. All right, what's up next?
She can rock a tiara.
It's true. Next is number 4. Got the cover A again. I picked the 1 in 25 also. So Oberlin, who shows up in here, totally reminds me of the guy from Hellboy 2.
Yeah, Hellboy 2.
I want him to be a toy because I want to see if he can pop the top that he squeezes out like goo, like the 90s gloop or whatever.
He is. I forget his exact title. He's kind of like the librarian of Starlight Beacon. And then you have Reese Silas.
Curator.
Super small cameo Reese Silas appearance in here. It's actually in a Vision, I think.
I would call this a cameo, but no doubt it's a cameo. And there's
it's
another Jedi next to them that they don't know who it is because you can't know who it is.
Yeah, and I think it's well, this is definitely him because they explain it story wise, but they don't name him, so it's kind of a tough cameo. But and you have Maraga, who we just saw at the end of the last issue. The Hutt. This is her first appearance, so decked out and ready to duel the Dringir.
I believe Oberlin is the curator. By the way, I think that's the word you were looking for.
Curator, yes, thank you.
I think he's also in charge of the carpool because he didn't want to give Vern a ship that one time.
Yeah, that's true.
No, that's not him. That's a different.
Is that him or Maru?
No, it's different. A completely different. It's this being that ends up.
There's another one.
On top of, it's like a spider type being that screams. Yeah, that's a whole different.
Oh, I thought it was another one of those slimy guys.
No, different one. He changes like a chameleon, and he can be outside of his power suit. Yeah, no, the suit stabilizes him. But
good question, Jedi, because I was right there with you, man.
No, we're good.
Same thing.
We're good. That's why I'm here, not just to look pretty. All right, what's up next?
Oh, I'm sorry, no number 5. I skipped number 5 because there were no first appearances in it. So number 6. You got the cover A. You got the 1 in 25 Momoko, which I don't know, the weird kind of pooping gold cover.
Yeah, the pooping gold is kind of.
And this one you did have the Pride Month variant, which was a good cover of the twins. So, so Stellan Gios shows up again, this time in a hologram, not a flashback, but he's named and everything. You know, it's definitely him. So I included that one, and then you have the Great Progenitor, which is kind of like the hive mind of the Dringir. He showed up. He is my bonus appearance for this one.
Nice, good job. I like that. That was a good bonus.
Yep. Number 7, you got. This was kind of an
worst possible fucking covers for such a book.
Yeah. So, and I did throw in the action figure variant and that height variant. That's the 1 in 25. Looks terrible. But yeah, it's 2 definitely important people show up. One is Orla Jahani, or Jarani, sorry.
Love her. She's great.
Yeah. Velko Jahan, I don't know if you would say super important, but she does show up in actually 3 of the novels, believe it or not. So they and she shows up in a couple of other comics, but she's one of the administrators on Starlight Beacon. And then you have Darth Kral, who is the only Sith we see so far in the High Republic.
He's not. We don't know if he's from the High Republic or if he's just.
He shows up in a vision, so it's hard to say if he's from that time or prior to that time, and seems to kind of be related to Kiwi's vision of the Dringir. But
he also kind of answers the question of what Arseface from Preacher would look like if he had teeth.
Yeah, if he was a Sith.
Which, by the way, means that. So let's explain that real quickly. If he showed up from the vision of the Dringir, he could have been one of the original Siths that put those temple things down to close it. Which means they won't probably be taking place in the High Republic, which is kind of disappointing. Yeah. Okay, but go ahead.
But Sith have also been resurrected, so who knows?
Yeah.
Just saying.
Who knows? Yep.
Yeah. All right. Next slide. This is the second half of number 7. So this was the one time I did include store variants because the 2 characters were on the covers. So you got the Mayhew exclusive variant and the Tarini exclusive variant, which I think was Unknown Comics. And then you got the second printing, which the second printing shows an interesting thing, which is what Marco just mentioned, is the Sith binding statues. Yeah, which were the statues kind of that the Sith used to kind of control the Dring gear.
So I wonder if that's what Kral was one of the Sith.
Yeah, it's hard to say. It looks like it from this comic, but we don't know that much about Kral. But and then another interesting thing showed up was an image of the Prime Jedi, who we've never seen before. So the Prime Jedi, to quickly explain, is basically the first and considered founding member of the Jedi Order. So there's an image in here, and I kind of flipped it so you could see it better. But there's an image where there's the mosaic of him or her. I don't even know which species, but on the floor there, and Kibi's meditating in front of it. So first time you see an image of them in comics. So just included as a bonus.
Jedi.
Yeah.
So I think they're getting away from that portion, and this is what they're going to use instead. So all those people are collecting those Jedi.
Yeah. That's probably what you'll see if they go forward in canon of like the origin of Jedi.
How the origins started. Yeah. All right. What's up next?
Number 8. Oh, I forgot to change the title, but it's number 8. Sorry about that, folks. So basically you got cover A, and you got the Anedito, I think is how you say his name, cover, and the 1 in 25. And then so you got an actual appearance of Reese Silas in this one, where you can clearly see his face and he's identified as Reese Silas. And then kind of important is Reese Silas's current master, Comac Vetus. So
I didn't think until the last couple of novels and comics, I didn't think he was going to be that important, but he seems to be stepping up.
He has shown up a lot in the novels.
These back-end characters seem to be coming up a lot more than they used to. So.
Yeah, he sounds a lot older in the audiobooks than he looks in this picture.
Yeah.
What's going on, Dom?
Yeah, they kind of made him look young. I think he's kind of supposed to be like a Qui-Gon Jinn type character where he's old, but he doesn't look that old.
I got you.
But
all right,
next. So number 9. We just went over this a little bit, so I'll make it quick. But you had the cover A, you had the not Liefeld variant, and then the 1 in 25 U variant.
Wait a minute, there's not a lot of pockets and they could draw feet. Oh, that must be not a Liefeld cover.
No pouches, and you see feet pretty clearly.
Yeah.
But
I hope that sticks forever and ever. I hope that everyone refers to that cover as the
if you want to really
variant.
Listen, if you really want to troll him, be like, send him a picture that go like, "Hey, did you draw this art?" Just like randomly. I mean, if you're not blocked yet, which you're probably blocked because anybody with any case
on YouTube and Instagram,
from YouTube and Instagram.
Yeah. All right, so I'm not even going to try to say Norakana. Okay, I'm going to say Norakana Cabana Karana.
Una Fanuna Banca.
Real quickly though, do you know this? That if you criticize Rob, his mom will call you and yell at you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't care. That's still Squanchy the rest of the way.
That's a good
the Squanch Jedi.
Squanch.
Whereas she shows up. Oh, we lost it.
Sorry.
You're right. And you got so this is the first image we see inside a comic of Lorna D, which is basically still just a hologram. But she is identified as Lorna D, so we know that much. And then you have
when I was looking through your slides, JJ, I found that like the most surprising. And then of course I thought back and I'm like, dang, he's right. Lorna D, other than that first cover appearance, she has not really had an actual appearance in these comics yet.
2 covers appearance prior to this. You got the first one, and then you got the one in comics for 3, and then nothing.
Which is weird for how big of a character she is.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, we're like what 8 and 9, and if you include the High Republic adventures, we're like what 8 and 9 or something like that issues in now.
Yeah, just
I don't see a ton of the eye either, really. In the comics.
Well, you do in the
adventures, I guess. Yeah.
Well, they've been so focused on the Dring gear in the Marvel run, so I don't know. But thankfully, that hopefully is done. So, but you do have another small appearance. You got Gal Tarpafin, and I only include them because we just listened to the audiobook, and she does have a section in the audiobook. But she's the chief of security for Starlight Beacon, Amon Calamari. And then you got Zetar, who we just talked a little bit about earlier, showing up, but he is one of the Tempest runners for the Nihil.
Zetar.
There you are.
Yep. All right, on to our next one. So now we're going to start the IDW ones. So here we got High Republic Adventures number 1. This one was pretty jam-packed, so I tried to fit it all on one slide. But you fits. Yeah, you got the cover A, and then you got the pretty cool Yoda 1 in 10, in my opinion. And then so you got Lola Talasola, who is probably, I guess you would say, it's hard to say protagonist because you got Zine and Crix in there, but the protagonist Jedi maybe of Adventures. And then you got Bibbs, who I don't know if we ever see again after this, maybe in 1 or 2 issues.
He's in the background a lot. He's
yeah,
in the
but he
background
is
a lot.
Yeah, he is a Jedi, so I included him. You see Farzala a lot going forward in these comics. This is his first appearance. And Court, also his first appearance. And those are kind of known as the Star Hopper Padawans. So you'll see that a lot when you read like previews and stuff. It'll say Star Hopper Padawans. Those are these guys at the top here.
Clint Howard.
It does look like Clint.
Now that he said it, I can't unsee it.
Yeah. And then you got Buckets of Blood, Torben Buck.
Buckets of Blood.
Yeah, he's awesome. But yeah, he shows up in this one, first appearance. And Zine Marla shows up. Yeah. And then you also have Crix, who he's our bonus appearance. So technically, Zine is not a Jedi at this point either. She's just a Force user, but she becomes a Jedi. So I just include her. But Crix, not a Jedi. But he's our bonus appearance because he's kind of important going forward, for the Nihil at least.
Definitely worth
mentioning. Does become a Jedi?
She's a Padawan.
Yeah, Padawan. Yep. They say that they're going to train her in the order after some debate. But yes, at first they say she's too old, and they're like, no.
I was still thinking that they were going to train her, but she would never assume the title of Jedi.
Maybe. I don't know. I well, now that you say it, I don't know if they ever call her a Jedi. But I don't know. I assume when you're training somebody under the Force as a Jedi, they're going to be a Jedi, but maybe yeah.
That's in the bylaws. You can't know.
Too old.
You're a little too deep in a kid's book.
Yeah. So, anyways, cover A for number 2, and then we got the 1 in 10, which is Buckets of Blood riding in his Corvette,
swinging his lightsaber at the same time.
There's really no Jedi first appearances of this, but I couldn't skip over it because we have a super important appearance of the Eye of the Nile, Marshawn Rowe. So I just couldn't skip over it. Had to include it. Yeah. It's technically the only real appearance in this book that's important, but had to include it. So next slide. Number 3. So again, not much in this issue. You got a cover A, you got a 1 in 10, and Jedi Master, who looking at him, he looks like he's 12 years old, but Jedi Master Cantam Sai is in this one, and he shows up a few more times in the comics, but he is a Jedi first appearance.
Arguably forgettable.
Yep. Completely kind of a background.
Jedi's like the Wolverine scruff on the side there, don't they?
But,
that was the art style.
Yeah. And he does help run the Starlight Beacon. I don't know exactly what his title is, like an administrator or anything, but he is often there, like in meetings on the Beacon. But yeah.
Gonna die soon.
Die soon.
Hey. Okay. Number 6. This is a loaded one again. So you got number 6, you got the cover A, and you got the 1 in 10 variant. So we get the first kind of appearance of Tal Bota, who also shows up in the next book, but we may never see him again. He seems like kind of a cool character, but I don't know if we'll ever explore that. And you got is it Obertuck?
Yeah.
Obertuck is the
Obertuck?
Yep. Yeah. So this is the first time you see him. He's the Jedi Master of Farzala. He might have to be the Master of Court. I don't know if he has 2 Padawans or 1. I couldn't quite figure that out from this thing because Court never seems to have a master. So those are the 2 main Jedis for this, and you have Ishtar. Ishtar's an interesting character in that I don't know if do we assume that I know that she doesn't join the Order necessarily, but she shows back up with the Jedi later in the comics.
She's like the Han Solo version. She's
fights with the Republic type of deal, I guess. And speaking of people that fight with the Republic, first appearance of one of our favorite crews of the vessel. You got Leox Jossi, Affy Hollow, and fan favorite Geode. So those are all bonus appearances in this.
The cool thing about Obertuck or whatever is Tuck's name too is like he's the Grievous of, right? Like he sleeps and then he just Grievous arms out with lightsabers swirling.
Multiple lightsabers. Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Pretty cool.
I like his tooth hat that he's got going there.
Honestly, every character on here, this book, 6, these are all good characters. This is how they should write Star Wars. All these characters.
That Obertuck. One of the things I thought interesting. So he has multiple lightsabers, but he lives so long that those lightsabers all belong to his Padawans who have come and gone over the years, and he just keeps their lightsabers.
Yep.
Is that what it is?
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
Good job, Jedi.
To be like Batman collecting Robin masks.
He does. Geo does.
And he hibernates, and then apparently when he wakes up, he just like goes nuts and takes out like a whole bunch of people at one time.
Yeah.
My Padawan's dead again.
Yeah.
I go to sleep, Padawan's gone.
That's how he gets well. He wakes up and kills people.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Everybody's waiting for the break. Let's go.
All right. Number 7, 1 and 10, and a cover A again.
Cover
So
characters.
yeah, a lot of first appearances. Well, 3 first appearances here of Ro Barakai, Jorah Mali, and Loden Greystorm. All of which
Greystorm, by the way, time out. Greystorm does show up in the background scene of High Republic, but it would be a cameo. This would be a first. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
But yeah. So Loden Greystorm is Bell's master from the novels. But in current timeline, all 3 of these are deceased. They all die. So this is a flashback that you see him in this. Nope, dead for sure, dead. Like
dead.
Like Loden was thought dead and then really dead. So
yeah. He was thought dead and they killed him.
Yep. So we got the free comic book day issue next. Really only one Jedi first appearance in here, which is Ram Jaram, Jamaram, I guess you could say. There are other characters that show up in here, which is his droids and the 2 little helpers. I think it's like Tip and Brebeck, which are like the little repair characters that work with him.
We agree that they did a good job on him as a character. Yes, so far.
Yeah, so far. Haven't seen much. He was in people probably don't recognize him, but he was in 2 children's books. So
junior novel and a kiddie book.
I gotcha.
And so next slide. So this is Monsters of Temple Peak. There was only one cover for this, but you do have a first appearance of kind of a cool character so far that we think, Ty York, and then you have York's old master Sababa. And then this could be an interesting character going forward if they keep him around. This is the only time we've seen him in comics, but he connects to the High Republic in like Cavan Scott book. It's Caius Terradine. So he was a Padawan that shows up in this book as a flashback, but he actually ends up getting kicked out of the order at some point for a reason we're not exactly for sure of.
But we do know that it's important because he ties in to what's his name, the guy Dooku's buddy that ends up dying.
Yeah.
What's his name anyway?
Sifo Dyas.
Sifo Dyas. There's a connection between him and Sifo Dyas, so like kind of important.
Yep.
Anyway.
And then you also have Ty's faithful droid KL03. Or just KL to her. So he does show up. So he's our bonus. I didn't label it bonus for some reason, but he's there.
Bonus. Yeah, I like Temple Peak too. It's kind of cool with what they're doing.
Yep.
All right.
Last one. We just saw this, so I'll go make it quick, but you got a cover A and you had a 1 and 10 that came out. So the only Jedi first appearance in this is, I guess we'll go with Save Malagan. Who we see at the end defending the temple as the lone Jedi there, and apparently is one man army that just takes out a ship without a problem. So, yeah. So that was our first appearances. Like I said, if anybody disagrees or sees anything that I missed or anything, please let me know.
Corrections needed.
Yeah, corrections or anything like that. Let us know if I'm missing something because I want to know too. Anybody have anything they think I missed?
I don't think so.
No,
really good job on that.
Yeah, I think you did a hell of a job getting what you did get in there.
Yeah, there's some. But you know what I was thinking too is maybe at the end of this arc we should grab all those characters and then just do a ranking of where we feel they're at and if they did a good job.
You want to tier list them?
Because I was going to stop you and be like, oh, this one kind of sucked or this one's good. But, some of them that we thought was going to be good didn't turn out to be good. And some of them like, I hope Saf comes back because like that character could be really dope. So
yeah, and that's the thing is how they use him going forward.
Folks. Everything,
everything is ranked. But no, yeah, like some of them could be super minor going forward. So like, don't like be like I have to buy this book and pay a bunch of money for it. I don't want anybody to do that because some of these characters you may never see again. But that's
I don't think any of these are a bunch of money yet. So I think you're safe there.
Yeah. But some of them are just about the good read. I don't think we're going to rank them on like the. Honestly, if you're specking on the High Republic, there's better stuff you can spec on. I mean,
that's a long spec.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it's gonna be shorter than Revan, but like it's still a long spec. All right, let's break it. They said 1. All right, guys, put in. Everybody just put in 1 because that's what we're doing. We're gonna choose 8 people, right? Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
So it's 10 for us. 8 packs. We're gonna open 8 packs. Start putting 1s down there. We're going to pull up just a 1 slide thing that kind of gives the rundown of Tempest Runner. We're going to talk Tempest Runner. Then I'm going to go into the chat and I'm randomly going to start picking people's names out of the chat that have a 1 next to their name. Because that means you want to be in the pack opening. And we're going to be opening Star Wars. What are they called again? Star Wars 2021 Galactic Packs.
Galaxy Chrome.
Or Galaxy Chrome. Oh, well, while you guys are doing that, we can pull up the JJ slide instead. Hi, all. Lord, that works. Obi Gray, that works. Sam, that works.
Yep.
Okay.
Bunch just popped up. Bunch of ones. Just
good.
A lot of ones.
All at once.
Share screen. All right. That's what I want, is a bunch of ones. Please try to only do it once. I'd appreciate it if you didn't just spam.
And one spelled out is the same as one, the number. just so everyone knows.
Okay. So we're going to talk a little bit about this while you guys are spamming it with ones, as in like one yourself. Pops and Packs 2021 Topps Chrome's Galaxy. There's one box, which is what you have, 18 packs, and one autograph. Does anybody want to go over any of this?
Yep. So I'll go real quick. So basically, you got each subset and each basic card will have a possibility of getting refractors, which refractors are limited inserts. So every pack has one limited insert of some kind. And then basically you have the real goal is one hobby box has one autograph card in there, which could be more than one autograph. There's up to, I think, triple autographs in this box set. And then you have also the chance, a very rare chance of getting a sketch card. Believe it or not, there are sketch cards in here. So I think it's like 2 per case, which there's 12 boxes in a case. So if you think that's like basically, I don't know what that breaks out to packs wise, because I can't do math that quick, but yeah, there's pretty rare chance of getting a sketch card. So, and basically the reason I got these was just on a total whim, but I used to kind of in the 90s and early 2000s minorly collect Star Wars cards, and the Galaxy series was the one that was really based in the art. So that's the focus of these cards too, is the art. They've kind of brought it back and they've chromized it, or whatever you want to call it, made it chrome and shiny. But yeah, that's the focus. This is the art of the cards. So and there's also go ahead.
Jedi was explained to me the key to this now is not like you're not collecting every single card. You might collect every version of your favorite character, or
you might try to.
It's impossible really to get the whole, the entire set, other than maybe the base set. It's impossible to get all the refractors, etc. So
one box, some of them are 1 in 10s and 1 in 1s.
Sure, but I'm talking about if you were to like really go out and I'm going to come buy a case or two or whatever, it's damn near impossible.
Which is a shame,
because a lot of people are collecting their favorite character, or maybe they'll chase a certain subset, like one of the refractor subsets or something like that.
Yeah,
I'll get one entry. All right, we're going to be ending the entries here soon. All right, so we'll go through a couple more slides. What's this? The Mandalorian Vision Art?
Yep. So this is the first time the Mandalorian Vision Arts has been on cards, but this is one of the inserts for it. So, and of course you have refractors there, numbering from green is 99, purple 50, orange 25, red 5, and then super refractor 1 of 1. And these are kind of cool. The vintage Star Wars cards. So basically, cool. They're designed to be like the ads of old Star Wars toys and products. And again, you have them printed out here in refractors too.
Oh, the super refractor is the one that's got the 3 or 4 covers on the background.
I think it's the multiple color. Yeah, is a super refractor.
Yeah, that's right.
So we'll leave one of those for each insert card. And this was kind of caught my eye too when I was reading the preview or whatever you want to call it for this card, was the global posters. So this features posters from the Star Wars movies from around the world, particularly the first trilogy. So
that's pretty cool.
And there are some pretty awesome. I don't know if anybody's ever seen the posters, but there are some pretty awesome posters from
foreign
awesome countries.
Ones too. Okay, and
of course, auto cards. I don't know. I didn't get the full list of everybody's in there, but obviously there's some big names and some not big names. Tricky thing with auto cards when you're collecting cards is the fact that they you're likely to, as I think was I can't remember if it was Ruben or Astro. I think it was Astro said I was likely to pull a JJ Jar Jar Binks auto out of there or something. So yeah.
So when I made this slide, I picked that Rose Tico for Dusty Baker in 1970 because Rose Tico's his favorite Star Wars character. So this is for you, Dusty.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe we'll pull it.
I think that's a joke, by the way, guys. If you didn't catch that, I don't think he likes it. All right, so here we go. That's the end of that slide. Good.
That'd be better than like Stormtrooper number 15 or something autograph card.
TS5.
Well, it'd be cool. I was the guy who hit my head.
Let's add it back in here. Let's do the thing real quickly. Somebody, wait, hold on. Let me start at the top. All right. Somebody tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Hey, guess who
we
we got?
Doing that?
Ruben got it. He was at 1 anyways. Ruben's in.
Ruben wins everything.
Of course, Ruben wins everything. Go ahead.
Can
Tell me when
everybody
to stop
see me?
again.
I can't see the thing, so
Stop.
give me just 1 second here.
Obi the Gray. That's number 2. Tell me who's 3. Tell me
Stop.
Are we writing these down? Dank.
Yes.
Hold on.
All right,
Dang.
I'm glad
You write it
somebody is.
down.
Okay, Dank.
Wait, am I pulling these as you say them?
Oh, hold on.
I'm
I'm
writing
putting
them
it
down.
in the
No,
chat.
Don't worry about it. We'll pull them in a minute. We'll get to pick ours first. Ruben. Of course, Ruben won. All right. We got to add one for Shannon because he's here, but he's actually eating dessert right now. All right. All right. Here we go. Tell me
Stop.
when again. Well, put him in there, Astro Wizard. I went too far up. That's my bad, but still, give Astro it. STR. Oh, okay. Go ahead. Hey, Mojo.
Stop.
Glenn Howard. Glenn Howard. Thanks, guys. You're
There we
welcome.
go.
How many we got?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5.
5.
Okay. Tell me when.
Stop.
We got Shannon's in. So, Shannon, you're in.
Already had Shannon. Is that 6?
No, that's 6.
That's 6.
Yep, that's 6. I said we had to add a number for him. All right. Tell me when to stop. Sal D. Sal D. Sal D it is. Hey, Sal, how are you? Was that 7?
7.
All right.
Stop.
No. All right, as in I was about to start. Don't tell me to stop. Okay.
Oh,
Tell you when to stop.
stop.
Can't do that at Shannon. We got to do it again. Tell me when to stop.
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 We have got Mojo Quid. Mojo Quid it is.
Nope, did I just
Oh,
freeze?
that guy. It was so close. And Mark V just missed out. So did Sean. All right, Mojo. Was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
That's
6, 7,
8.
8? That's
We
8.
need 2 more.
No. It's 5.
Or
5 and 5.
Going
10.
for 8.
We
Total.
get 2 and everybody else gets it. All right, now let's move.
I think
this
we're
to the
missing
big-
somebody in our private chat list.
Yeah, I must be missing somebody. I've only got.
Ruben, Obi, Dank. You're missing Dank.
Dank. That's what you're
Dank.
missing.
Okay.
All right, let's make this big. And then I'll
Oh, if
explain
you don't
how
know, go check out Dank's channel. It's a good
Who's
dude.
Dank? Dank's Comics?
Dank's
Cool.
Comics.
Yeah, Dank's
I met him doing that Simple Man was doing the news stuff on the Tuesday
Yeah,
show, and then I had to depart because I just got too busy.
No worries. Check out Dank's. Okay, here we go. You ready? First pack is going to go to Jedi. So pull this first pack. It's going to Jedi. Put it down. Or did you already pull packs out? Why is there packs everywhere? Why are you not there? Are you there? Oh, we lost them.
We might have lost
Hold on.
JJ. I heard him ask if he froze, but I wasn't sure.
All right. Can you hear us, JJ? Can you hear us? Yes, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Great.
I see movement. Oh,
First
there it
pack goes to Jedi.
I heard it. Oh, great. I don't know if that meant he heard us.
Did he just laugh?
Give me just 1 second here.
Mhm.
Can everybody see the card still?
Yeah, we can.
is.
Weekend.
He's even gloved. Who is
Okay.
this guy? Look at that.
He's
Hey.
doing surgery.
I don't
All
want
right,
to
first one
anybody's
goes to
cards.
Jedi.
I don't want any fingerprints on my cards.
Oh my god. Well,
I can only
this
see
is
like half
Atomic
the
Farm,
people,
okay.
and I can't see the cards. So, I mean, I can see them personally, but no, I'm not going to cut through your cards. I know how to open them. Unless you want me to actually rip them open. I can. Do we have a preference?
Sticks.
No, I think you're better off that way.
BB, we had you. We didn't get it. We didn't get it.
All
I like
right.
how Stick Boy was trying to say stop too. It didn't work. Okay.
So
Oh, that's a reflector. Oh, that one. No, this is.
Vintage.
appears to be a. I think just a vintage.
No, it's that one. That's the color. That's something because I saw him in the.
It's shiny.
This is the refractor. Yeah. So you got some Hildebrand artwork there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that one. I like that.
You and your
New
Wookiees.
Republic.
Hey, I like my Wookiees.
All right. So you got one set there.
How many cards are in each
Who's
pack?
that going to?
Let's
Four
go
cards.
to Jedi.
4 cards per pack.
All right.
Okay.
Next up after Jedi, give it to Solo. Get Solo his pack. We'll run through our packs and then we'll run through the thing.
You want me to pick them at
The
random
8,
here?
and then
Yeah, pick them randomly. Just pick one. Yep, there you go.
Might take a minute.
All right. While he's doing this, we could start talking about the Tempest Runner for those of you that read the. Wow. All right, we're gonna figure this out though. We gotta figure this out a better way of doing this card thing.
Sorry.
No, we're good.
Maybe you just want me to open it on my camera?
Yeah, let's see.
Is it
what
laggy
happens
or
if you
something?
open on your con- Yeah, it's
yeah, it is a little
try
bit
that.
stop motiony.
All right. Let's do it this way.
Okay,
Yoda.
there you go.
Ditch this guy.
Okay, remove that.
Can you
Wait,
take that
hold
one
on.
off the feed?
I'm trying. Card ripping. Trying to get rid of the card ripping. Okay, go ahead. What do we got?
Ditch card.
I really
Okay.
Hey, what's going on, Miss Express?
Got a
All
Yoda?
right, cool. Yoda.
Yeah.
A little floating Yoda.
Have we figured out what?
Uh,
Oh, that's
sideways
Luke
card.
on the.
It's Luke. Yep.
I don't know which one's
So
yours.
I'm looking at the back. That's Luke's ground assault.
I can dig it.
We got a little Aurora Sing.
Oh, I saw the
yeah.
stick for that one. It's cool.
Nice.
It's not
This
a
is
sig,
so-
though,
it-
right?
I
Ooh,
found on the
like
back that's
that.
labeled the refractor, but it doesn't tell me like
Okay.
what of what. So
What
And this
color
one-
does
this
it
one's
look
cool.
like?
Yeah. Which one's that one?
that's Thrawn.
Oh, that's
kinda shiny.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Shiny Thrawn.
Yeah.
Shiny Thrawn.
Thrawn.
So your
and
Aurora
Laura.
Sing, I don't know. It doesn't tell you like
Is there a
what
number?
level it is.
Like
I
a
guess it's
slash?
orange. No, Mm-mm.
No, like
There's
slash
a 19 up there.
99 slash whatever.
No. Just says refractor on the
It
back.
says 19, so it's got to
Yeah,
be
the
19 out of
regular
something.
refractors may not be numbered.
Yeah, the regular refractors, at least on this cardboard connection site, it's got no number out of.
Mhm.
So it could be just a bunch.
So I know there's one refractor in every pack, so that's your refractor for that pack, I guess.
Nice. I like it.
You guys can keep talking while I'm doing this.
Yeah.
You
So,
want.
anyways, so for the well,
Welcome back, Mrs.
Yeah.
Force
yeah.
Express.
Express. For those, it was the first time I listened to the High Republic audiobooks. I've listened to other audiobooks before and stuff like that. I had a bunch of questions I had to ask you guys. Like, is this how they normally are? And you guys are like, it's a great value. Like, this is like, they're doing a great job with it. And I was like, oh, well, there's one you couldn't tell, like Laura D's voice and stuff like that. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's very hard
What'd
to
you guys
tell
think
the,
of the-
Twilight voices of it.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, the Night Hill voices.
So yeah,
Yeah,
like I was saying. So yeah, normally an audiobook you'll have a lot of the. I mean, it's really just a person
Reading.
who does do some voice disguises and
Pete,
variations.
Pete, this is you.
But
Pete,
you get a
right.
lot. I mean, it's just like they're reading from the book, right? I mean, it's a lot of he said, or they said.
Yeah.
You get
Yeah.
some descriptive narrative.
What is that?
What the heck is that?
And the most Isley Cantina, it says.
Ah, the Cantina. Same
Cantina
song.
But yeah, with the audio performance, you
Hey,
don't
look
get
at that.
any of that. You really have to.
Hey, we can't see it. What is it?
Yeah, I can't see. It's too shiny.
Put it back under
Fett.
your extra camera. It's Boba Fett.
Oh, is it?
nice.
Boba Fett.
Well, put it under
Boba.
the other camera. Oh, that one's
I don't
gone.
have the other camera
Oh,
on.
that's mine thing. You turn the other one
Yep.
off.
Yeah, all
I
right.
turned the other one off. Well, you said it was laggy.
It was.
It was.
I think
All right.
it's
So this
just
is your
motion
refractor.
stop laggy.
Yeah, if you would just
Oh, okay, that
Yeah,
3PO.
let me try.
if you leave your other camera on and you just put it
after
under
you
it and
after you
leave it
show
there,
it, yeah, just leave it there.
All right. Well, pause it for a second. Talk about the novel, and I'll come
Yeah,
back
we
to
will.
it. Pete,
Go
this
ahead,
was your
Jedi,
fourth
sorry.
card. You got a nice Abrams poster card.
Oh,
Woohoo!
that sucks.
I love
Yeah.
Abrams.
That's
All
So
right.
yeah, with the
Let me try to
with
figure this
the-
out. I'll be right back.
With the audio, whatever it's called, audio performance or whatever. Yeah, you don't get a lot of that descriptive narrative. You just kind of have to know what's going on based on who's talking and some of they
It's more like an
incorporate
audio
some
play.
background noise and things like that. And it is hard to get used to. I've listened to some of them in the past. I think Sandman, Neil Gaiman's Sandman was like that. And it does take a little getting used to, especially at first, which is what Marco was talking about, kind of being able to distinguish between the voices, because you don't get that, Laura D said or Pan said. You got to just kind of figure it out. And there were some of the voices, especially the Twilight voices, that sounded very similar. And then even at first, to me, Laura D's voice was going through a couple of different geographical areas as far as her accent went. It
Agreed.
finally settled on the French accent which I was happy about. But at first, it was kind of, there was other accents.
She was Eastern European. She was Middle Eastern at one point. Like, she's from the Mediterranean at certain points. No, there was one. Maybe there was one where she sounded like she was from Romania. Like, it's an accent I'm familiar with, but like, I was like, what's going on? Like, it's the same character. I was confused with it. It's something you said last week. Like, you actually read a book last week, and for the last book that we reviewed last week, instead of listening to it, and you're like, wow, it was so easy, so much easier to follow the characters, and I feel it now. Now with this, like, the production value is pretty good. Like, I like how they use some of the original music in it and that type of stuff. But to follow some of the characters, I actually had to rewind a couple times, and I was like, well, that's kind of
annoying. An audio play is going to be like that because you're not getting those descriptors to know. That give you that pause to know, oh, somebody's talking and they're angry, or so-and-so screamed, so you know who's talking, and you just got to guess by the sound of a voice.
But overall, at first it annoyed me. Well, first of all, before I go there, that Wookiee, I can't remember the Wookiee Padawan, not quite a Jedi.
Yeah.
That Wookiee's voice, thank God Chewbacca doesn't sound like that, or he wouldn't be one of my favorite characters. That voice was nails on a chalkboard. I hated it.
Yeah. They had Burr in there for a little bit, and it was pretty bad when they tried. We lost Jedi. He'll come back. Don't worry. We're going to keep finishing opening up packs.
But then Lorna D, man, that voice actress, I don't know. At first it was annoying, and then I kind of started finding it amusing the way she would put all of these grunts and all this kind of stuff into her dialogue to show her exasperation or, her frustration or whatever. I thought that was, at first I was like, oh God, this is terrible. And then I kind of like, oh, it's kind of amusing. Oh, it's kind of interesting.
Pete, do you know what my IG is? They're asking where to hit I'll send you it, Mojo.
Oh yeah, I got it. Should be in here.
Okay. I think it's up towards the top.
I don't know if we're going to go through the story itself, but I did.
Oh, there you go. You found it.
I was hoping one of you guys could shed some light on.
We are. We're going to go through it
right now. It has to do at the end. So I'll hold off.
So like this story, you guys were first asking while we were listening, you guys were listening to it, you and Jedi, like, or you and JJ, like, where does this take place? I was like, well, it's after the last book we read. It really is right after that part because it well,
it's in between, right?
No, it's after because they think she's dead and she was
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can. And she was on her way to go.
Can you see me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, we can actually.
Okay, cool. All right.
So it's after Out of the Shadows?
Yeah, it's after Out of the Shadows. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's take advantage while this seems to be moving more normally.
Yeah, this is perfect.
So I cut the other camera, so this is just the one thing I have. So
this is
you guys
me
have
then,
to keep
right?
me in.
Yeah, we're good. We got you.
Yes, so you got to keep me informed of what's up because I can't see, literally cannot see a camera right now. So.
Wait, did we give JJ a pack for himself yet? No. Okay, so
I don't
go
think
ahead.
so.
Just went through 3, I think.
Yep. Go ahead. This will be me, and then we'll do JJ.
So I'm back on 3. I don't know if everybody can see him up there.
Who went first, by the way?
Jedi.
Jedi.
So
okay.
Me.
So can you see him any better?
Oh, that's cool.
Grievous.
Oh, yeah.
That's Grievous.
We can see it a bit better.
Ahsoka.
Oh, Ahsoka.
So
yeah.
Yep. That's your Ahsoka. This looks like a refractor.
Leia on a
I think that's
speeder
Luke.
bike or Luke.
Luke on
I think it's
speeder.
Luke. I think.
Yeah, I see a saber in his
saber.
hand.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not a refractor.
No, it's this next one's a refractor. I think it comes in. It's the third card of every pack.
Yep, you got it. You're right. Third card of every pack.
Good
So
call.
that's
Yeah.
I want to say Aurora saying that's not right.
No,
Yeah.
unless she's not there anymore.
Yeah, Sakura there.
Oh, though, what's that? A little bit
Django.
Django.
That's nice.
Django Fett.
Wait, is that me? That was mine. Cool.
Yep.
That's your pack. Yeah.
I like that.
Pretty sure that was yours.
All right, cool. You're up next, JJ. This is your pack. These are all your packs.
Yep.
They got some really cool artwork on these.
There is. They are.
I'm just gonna save time. I'm gonna open them this way.
Yeah, that's fine.
There you go. It opens. I thought maybe it was tough.
What was the second novel? Isn't that Rising
Oh,
Storm?
good.
Thanks, Mojo.
Oh, I always wanted that.
Oh, what is that? Who is that?
It's a sexy shot.
Poe.
Put that one on your mirror.
I thought
Commander.
somebody was messing around. Oh,
Commander Poe.
dude, sweet! You got one of the posters.
Oh, that's pretty cool though. The poster.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's see if it tells us where it's from. I think it's Israel.
Reflector.
Israel. Yep.
Oh,
New
good
Hope.
call.
That's cool.
Yep. So poster card. Sweet.
Cool. Oh, these big
There
cards.
you go.
Boba. It's a reflector
Look at
Boba.
that.
Oh, look at Jedi mad.
Yeah.
He's gonna tell me I should
A
have been able to choose
dangerous
my
Boba
packs.
Fett. Yeah, I can't. Stallfreeze is the artist.
Does it say what
Ooh,
what
nice.
what type of refractor that is?
It doesn't tell me. I don't know.
If it doesn't tell you, I think
No, it
it's just
doesn't
a
say.
general
I
one.
don't know.
Right.
Just a normal refractor.
Yeah. Otherwise,
We
I think it would
haven't
have
come
like a
across any
gold,
rare refractors yet. Then.
like a gold stamp of 99.
Pretty sweet
or
droids
50.
cover.
Well, that is. Yeah, you hit a lot of them there. Those are some cool ones. All right, next up is
Some Dave
Ruben.
Dorman art. So
Ruben's pack. This is our first guest pack. This is for Ruben.
all right, Ruben, I'm gonna draw you a good one.
There we go.
Let's see what we got, Ruben.
You guys can keep talking about the novel or whatever. I'll let you.
Yeah, I know. It's
Know
just
what I
easier to
hit
see it because
Yeah, it's easy to see because it's only going to take you a second now, and then we're going to be looking at the card.
Hey, by the way,
Little-
thank all 60
I
people in
can't tell
chat.
you, it's a Rancor.
Appreciate it. Rancor.
Little Rancor action.
If you guys want more crap,
Can't tell who's
snacking.
fighting, but I don't know. Rob Dobie is the artist.
We ordered something, didn't we? Order some rare. You guys suckered me into ordering some rare cards or something. What
Little
what
Vader.
series is that?
Yeah,
Ooh, check
they
out
don't
Vader.
come out till December.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, they weren't the
But
top.
Jedi,
they were
can you
the,
fill me on that one?
I can't
Ruben
remember.
Victor
the name.
I
Refractor.
honestly can't remember.
Sorry, it's
I
an
remember we did.
Ruben
Yeah.
Refractor has got Kylo Ren and Rey on it. So there you go. Did you freeze?
Oh, that's kind of cool.
What is it?
Yeah, it froze for a second.
Froze. He
That
froze.
considered a doesn't say it's a sketch card.
Oh, it's a sketch card. Nice. Oh, it's a sketch
No, it
of
says
Rey.
doesn't say.
Oh, it looks like a sketch of Rey though. That's cool.
Did you guys
Yeah, it
get
says-
that? I can't see. So
It kind of froze.
Oh,
Yeah.
there.
That's
That's
cool.
the sketch of Ray.
am I losing it again?
No, you're doing good.
Yeah,
Keep going.
just
Keep going.
Froze for a second.
Keep going. No, don't let him stop. Keep going. You're doing
You're
all right.
good.
Yeah, there we go. We just saw the wind move the box top. So we're good. Nope. We froze. All right. Next up is Obi.
Nope, there's a pack. See?
I can't
That's cool.
hear
Don't
or
worry about
see
it. You just
anything
keep-
right now.
You just keep going. I'll just call. Oh! Dang it.
Phone down. Phone down.
Ba, 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 ba. No, somebody text him and tell him the phone's down.
Well,
All right.
Hackle, he's not
You
going to
got
see.
AT&T, don't you?
He can't. Yeah, he can't.
He's not going to see the phone because he's using the phone.
Oh yeah, text him though that the phone's down.
How are
Man
you gonna send
down,
him a message?
man
The
down,
phone's
hand
down.
down. It's all right. No, because it kicks him out. Yeah, Obi was the one like who's gonna complain about free stuff, and then his gets cut off.
You know, the same thing happened on Whatnot right before the
Before the big books got
Hey,
before the
yeah.
autograph.
Hey, I was warning y'all about that. All of a sudden on the Whatnot, the books didn't show up, did they? What's not with that? No, so the book was kind of cool. It comes after that. So she should have been going back to the planet, I believe. Did everybody just get that through somebody just through the hangout? I take it. Somebody checked that.
Yeah, that was me. I just sent
Okay.
it to him.
Anyways.
Oh.
So, he's back. All right, we're back. JJ, we're back.
We got the
All right.
combination of the air shield.
Did you just you opened it and left it. All right, let's see what he does.
Sorry.
Hold on.
Yep, haven't even looked at it yet. So, all right, little Yoda.
Little,
Hey,
do it again.
you got the auto.
Hey!
Oh,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
Obi. Hey, Obi was complaining. Hey, now. And you got.
Sorry, it's not a better auto.
Who the
Who the hell is it?
Oh, that's the
Leia
mom.
Ursa.
That's
Oh, it's the mom.
That's-
Leia, yeah,
His mom.
or Jane's mom. Yep.
But Jane's mom.
Is it Jane's mom, right?
Jyn
Oh my
Ursa.
God, that's even
Ursa,
worse.
so-
Jen Ursa.
Who?
Good character, I
Or
guess.
Jin, yeah.
Laura
Yeah,
Ursa.
Laura
Jen-
Ursa.
Oh, Jim's
Jin
mom.
Ursa's
Okay.
mom. Yeah.
Ooh, frozen
Oh,
and carbonate.
nice.
Yeah.
With a little bit of color refractor.
I don't know if
on
that's
that.
still
Yeah, he's
refractor.
got
Yeah,
a
it is a
refractor
refractor.
too. Yeah.
Yep.
Rainbow
So you got the
reflector.
auto and a refractor. And you got a little Force Ghost
Got
action.
tough guy, Luke.
Well, that's kind of cool.
So Obi got the SIG.
Yep.
Okay. Well, Dank is up next. Good job. There you go.
Yeah, I'm just piling these over here. So.
And I'm kind of keeping back at least one card in each one to see what they got. Okay.
As long as you keep the piles together.
Yeah, I can always review the video later. So.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Good luck doing
Next
that when
is
you see what we're seeing.
Dank Comics. Dank Comics, make sure you check him out. Friend of the channel, friend of Pete, friend of
Is this
Renovision, friend
Astro?
of Tales.
Yeah.
Friend of we should have what's his name over here one day.
A little Leia looking
man.
into maybe a
Who's that?
hologram.
Simple Man. Yeah.
All right.
There you go.
Hey, you got some Visions art.
Hey, that's the
Nice.
Mandalorian card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Refractor, too.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
that's shiny.
You can't buy him sticks. They're giving away. We're gonna try to get. We're gonna figure some stuff out though.
It's a
We're gonna talk after
congratulations.
this.
Yep.
Yeah, congratulations. What's that? That's cool.
That's I don't know. Looks like Grievous fighting.
Is that
Jedi.
Gindi? That's Gindi art.
It's Gindi art. Yep. It looks like Gindi art.
I love it.
You guys can discuss trades in the in the chat.
And a little X-Wing art.
Ooh, that's actually a really sweet looking card.
Dave Dorman is your artist.
All right. That's Dank. So Dank got Grievous, Skendi.
Yeah, Dorman's underrated.
That X-Wing was dope.
He's a great Star Wars artist.
Next up is Astro. Astro, let's see what you got, buddy.
Another Aurora Sting.
Everybody nice. Sing.
Hey, and that card too.
Yep. That card came. Oh, this is cool. That's got to be a rare one. That's like a rainbow something.
I don't know. It just says refractor.
We got to figure out the refractor thing somehow.
I think it's just regular refractor because it's listed as an option. It's just not numbered.
Higher on.
That's some cool Vader art,
cool
though.
Vader. Well, that's a cool Vader. Nice Vader.
That's dope Vader. Let's see who that artist is. Ed Ripka.
Ed Ripka. Okay.
He does a good job.
Ripka.
That's nice.
Who's up next?
Up next is Glenn. Make sure you guys are going to the Darkside IG. And, we'll figure it out from there. Just leave me a message. Mojo already did. There you go.
I'm going to put this up there again.
The longest name in IG history. All right.
With an underscore.
The back of 3PO about to get shot by Boba Fett. I don't know if that's from a movie or just art. I don't know.
Hey.
There we go.
Jayla's Sakura again.
Ooh. Poster.
Now that's the refractor.
I like that.
Together. Mm-hmm. That's better than. Oh, and there's a mall there coming up.
That's a good mall.
Nice.
Yep, that's your refractor.
Oh, look at that mall.
It's a good mall.
I love mall.
All right, Glenn got the mall. All right. Next up is Shannon. They are shiny. Yes.
Yeah.
They're chrome kind of an Ewok guy, isn't he?
Sure. Rule 2, so he's getting a mall too. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, look at that.
Nice.
Jabba no bother.
Oh, look,
that's
that's
nice
cool
one.
as shit.
Look at that.
That's
little product.
Give that to me. Don't give it to him. Oh, and he got a rare
refractor. I think coming
refractor
up here.
too.
Little palps.
Look, cracked palps.
Put it around. See if it says.
See if it tells us. There you
go.
There's a number.
It's got a number.
It's on 150. So whatever it is on 150.
Yeah.
That's the atomic refractor.
And then one last
one.
I
think it's more Palpatine, but
that's kind of cool. I actually like that rule too. That was a good pack. That was really good.
Yeah, little Palps pack.
Glenn, I got you. You start following me. Just hit me a DM. Okay. Astro's already in the DMs. He already slid in there.
So
Ruben
this is who's this one?
Is this Astro?
Contact info.
Who's
this one? No, that was Shannon. This one is for Sal D.
You're gonna have a Mace Windu one. See that Snow Trooper?
That Trooper again.
Oh, here's the non-refractor version.
Non-refractor palps.
And a refractor palps.
What bullshit is that? Is refractor?
That's a regular refractor.
A regular refractor.
Garbage.
But it's got some pretty boss Sam Jackson.
That's a super dope card.
Yep.
That was kind of cruddy.
Sorry about that one.
Salad is what it is. But you're welcome, Shannon.
Got some
Sal,
cool
make sure you hit me up on the IGs.
They get a nice.
If that's not the case, just reach out to us some other how.
All right, who's this? Who we got?
The last Mojo.
Marco, you want me to throw the email up too?
Mojo.
Throw the email up. I don't ever check that email anymore. What's your email? Or hit Renovision up, whatever.
I don't have that handy here.
Whatever. It's free. Do you really want 2 of the same card?
Got some Hildebrand.
That's a cool one. Oh,
nice fat.
No Boba.
Boba.
Okay, Mojo.
Oh, that's a shiny one coming.
Look at this guy.
Little Han, and that's going to be a refractor.
That's a special one.
Look at that Falcon.
Look at that number to 50.
In the back.
50.
Woo!
50 is a Mojo refractor.
Look at the Falcon in the back.
You got more Han.
Lounging.
Cool.
Straight
right,
lounging.
We're hitting some winners here, guys. Shannon's got some good ones. Mojo got some good ones. We got it. Who also hit? Obi. Did Obi hit? Obi hit the SIG? Dang, man.
Oh, yeah.
All right. All right. Next up is we're going. JJ, you want to go in reverse order because we're going back to us? Do you
Whatever you want to do, man. You call
JJ, you're up next.
All right.
No problem, Glenn. No problem. Make sure you hit. Like I said, Glenn, do you have the? Oh yeah, he hit us up. We're good. We're good. I know you have my info. Yes, Ruben. I know you.
Stormtroopers.
Yeah, and if you
Troopers?
guys have trouble finding Marco's IG, you can always, if Renovision
Poster?
is easier, you can always send me a message too, and I'll get it.
Oh,
for you.
Empire poster. That's cool. Where's
See.
that? France?
I like
Country,
that. I like
France.
that
Good
color.
call.
Ah, La France.
It is
Oui,
France.
Oui, oui.
Oh, got some rebel. Is that Rebels
Oh.
art? I guess?
Yeah, that's cool.
Clone Wars art, I guess.
Is that numbered? Nope.
No, just regular
That's
refractor.
cool.
Regular refractor.
Oh, look at that. Some IG88.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Okay, IG88. Cool.
All right.
You can just.
Where we at?
So next up would be me because we're going in reverse order.
All right.
Darth Jar Jar. Come on, let's get that Darth Jar Jar.
Jar Jar.
refractor.
Darth Jar Jar.
A
We
Dark
know
Jar Jar
Marco-
sketch.
Marco
Marco
doesn't know,
loves
but I
his
already
Darth Jar
changed
Jar.
that.
All right.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Gandhi
yeah.
art.
Of course, I
Giddy
get
art.
Giddy Grievous. Okay.
Hey, we just saw that one.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, yeah,
though.
that one.
Flex
Yeah.
well, yeah. I
Guess
like
what
that
your
card.
refractor is here.
What is it? Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, this one's
All
cool
right.
though. This got some cool art here. That's small.
Small? Oh, that's a
that's
cool
pretty
one.
cool. Yeah, that's pretty
That
cool.
is dope. Man, look at that one. That is sweet.
Joe Crony, is artist on that. Never heard of
All
him. but
right.
Good
Oh,
one.
you gotta love that Poe refractor though.
Yeah, that
giving you
pose
that-
was stuck in the red shirt.
That was
Chest
Marco,
out
right?
pose.
Yeah, that was me. Pete, you're up next.
The only thing missing behind that
Now,
toe
you want
is,
to see how many packs are in this thing? Can anybody see that?
I was gonna
That's what
say
they
that
do to the
box
bottom
looks
of the
pretty
box.
deep.
Trans Am.
Looks a lot deeper than it is. All right.
Why
What
do they
these go?
bother
The
making
boxes
the
go for
box?
what? Like 150? That what the boxes go for?
Yeah, I got mine cheaper, but yeah, I think they're going for like 125 to 150 right now
Hmm.
for a hobby box. All right.
See what we got.
Ooh,
Okay.
some Padme art.
All right.
That's
Padme.
cool.
Yeah.
Padme.
Dirty.
How
She
do you say?
didn't take the shower that day. She looks good.
Oh, she looked kind of rough.
Ooh,
Oh,
Vader.
Vader.
Pete, you're hitting it. This is
That's a
cool.
one.
Well, Yoda. That's your refractor.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Not a
Regular
numbered
refractor.
refractor. Sorry.
Regular refractor.
that's still cool.
Then you get I hate sand.
I see it.
Oh, nice. That's dope. I love Tusken
Little
Raiders.
Tusken.
That's dope.
Tuscan action. All right, we're down to the last two. Who's next?
Solo.
Solo.
The
Which
Jedi
one you
went
want?
first.
Top or bottom?
Yep.
Which one? Bottom. All right, bottom.
Which one do
Obi, I
you
got
want?
you.
Top or bottom? Yep.
And Obi, I'm going to accept your message. Which is the one that I want him in primary or
Falcon.
general?
Yeah, look at
Whatever
that.
one you want to be able to check.
Which is
Oh,
the
this
normal
love
one?
it.
This one's gonna be cool. I don't know if you can see this
I
one.
like
General,
that.
probably. General.
Look at that
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, nice.
little propaganda art. So this is cool. We saw that one earlier, but that's
Oh yeah, it's like
No, I
mine.
got to switch him
Just
to
regular
primary. Damn it.
You can always move
This is
things
sweet.
after
Look at
the fact,
little Crimson Guard.
too. Ooh, little
Yeah.
guard action.
Glenn, I got you, bud.
Some Crimson Guard. Man, that
All right.
Falcon is super sweet.
Mojo,
All
of
right,
course, I
next.
got you, dude.
This is
Jedi.
Jedi's, right?
Yeah.
And what's in the bottom of the
Jedi.
box? Is that just paper or is that like styrofoam?
Foam. Straight up
Looks like
styrofoam.
foam.
Yep.
Huh.
Straight styrofoam.
Sketch has got to be in this one. It's got to be it. It's gotta be it.
You never know.
All right,
It's
y'all.
a sketch auto.
Oh,
All I need
Carbonate.
is Sal D, and I think that's it, right? Sal D.
Is that Fett? I think that's
no, I
Fett.
think it's Mando.
It's Mando.
Mando Vision. Yep.
Yeah.
So you got a Mando Vision card.
Look at
Dank.
that.
I need Dank. I need Dank, and I need Sal D.
Is that the refractor?
Yep. That's your refractor. It is. Oh wow!
Numbered.
Look at that.
What a one.
To 5.
The
Ooh,
5.
5.
Woo!
Five.
Big hit for
Jedi.
Jedi.
Wow.
Look at
Red
Jedi,
refractor
1-5.
is 5.
Doesn't look
There you
red,
go.
but it's numbered
No.
to 5.
Wait, what is it though?
Oh, the
Is it-
logo's red.
Ah, the
Logo's
logo's
red.
red. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, red refractor 5.
Good
Thank you,
hit,
Sal. Let me
Jedi.
see if I
That's
got
your
it.
last card,
Oh,
Jedi.
look at that. That's cool.
So,
Oh, I got a box cover. Nice.
box cover art. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
All right. That's all the pack.
Well, those are cool.
Yeah, once it got going, it's pretty entertaining.
Yeah. Sorry about the camera problems.
Well, that worked
Yeah.
out good.
Ultimately, we got to where we needed to be.
Yeah, that worked out awesome.
Marco was so excited he left.
He peed a little. He had to go to the
Yeah, just super
the boys'
super
room.
stoked.
He's
Yeah.
texting me. He wants to trade the refractor.
Yeah, it was a big hit.
Poe for
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Anything?
We couldn't-
Who
Who won
wants
the
to trade his
who won the
refractor
auto?
Poe for
Whoever
my
won the
red
auto.
refractor?
I'm sorry we couldn't get you a better auto, but hey, we tried.
Yeah,
That,
yeah, still an auto.
That Poe is gonna. I mean, isn't that the what's his name? Michael Knight. The
Hasselhoff?
David Hasselhoff?
yeah, that's the Hasselhoff of the
It does look like he's wearing a lifeguard uniform in that thing.
It's the Hasselhoff, man.
Yeah.
You can't play with the Hasselhoff. That's
Don't hassle the Hoff.
He just needs a dark jet black X-wing behind him with that little red dot going back and forth.
That actually would be kind of a cool little mashup.
Yeah.
A Knight Rider Star Wars riff.
So we got some rare refractors, so that was good. I mean,
out of $5.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing that, JJ.
No problem. It was a fun time.
It was fun.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks for finding those and everything.
So we're waiting on. I don't know who's got the.
I think Marco's getting details on people. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what he's
I
doing.
don't know where he went.
JJ, Marco and I have already been talking about it. What do you think of the?
Sorry.
What did you think of the audio performance?
So I liked the. Well, I couldn't. It's hard to tell whether it was a deal after, because the last audiobook I listened to was Out of Shadows that we reviewed, and that had terrible production quality. Like just nothing to it, like whatsoever. It was just them narrating it. So this one being I like full cast audiobooks. They're a little bit different to listen to.
Yeah.
So they're not for everybody, but I liked the fact that it had actual production values. I do agree that it was really hard to distinguish voices between people. Sometimes they used. I don't know if it's different voice actors or what, but they used the same kind of accent.
Oh, I know.
For a lot of same character. But I thought the story was good. I thought the story, if I was like just rating it on a story, I don't know if you guys rated it, but if I was just rating on a story, I'd say like 4 out of 5.
Ed, I need you to send it again. Dink, I do actually know who you are, Dink. So I got you.
Yeah, I liked it too. I thought it was, like I said, like I was saying earlier, it took a little bit to kind of get your bearings as far as the voices and kind of get used to the method of storytelling, after you've been either reading a book or listening to a regular audible book. But I liked it. I don't know if Marco mentioned earlier, are we going to go through the?
Yeah, let's go through it. Yeah, let's go through it real quickly. So this takes place after the last book that they came out, just briefly after it, because some of the things that happened in there. What's on your shirt, Jedi?
Yeah, Sam wants to know what's on your shirt. Which issue?
40. I can't see that.
Oh, was that 3?
3?
No, it's not 3. I think it's 9. I can't see it.
I just saw the big Chewie, and I was like, "Is that 3?"
Yeah, it's the one where Chewie is strangling C-3PO, which I have mixed emotions on that, but I think it's 9, 8 or 9, maybe.
But
7.
D's,
I don't know.
so D, it pretty much follows D the whole time. She's making a run, and why you kind of know the timeline is because they think at one point that Ro, the Nihil thinks Ro dies, and that happens after the last book we read.
Yeah. He pulls a disappearing act.
Yeah, he does. So she gets set up. She goes to go do something, and she ends up putting into prison. She doesn't use her name because she knows that they think. She also tells you where the time limit is because in the last book, that's when they determined that they thought that D was the I. So she knows that they think she's the I. They know that they're looking for her, so she uses a fake name. The problem with it is her partners, she pretty much kicked the crap out of a Storm Runner, and the Storm Runner now knows her secret identity. It's in the prison's like, hey, if you don't tell the Republic, you're going to be I'm in charge of you now. And that's never a good idea. Like, I watch Oz, you know what I mean? Like, you know what you're not going to do?
Before you get into the prison, though, are we kind of changing our mind or our attitude or our perspective on Ro? That, at first we thought, hey, Ro's going to be kind of a badass villain, but he's becoming kind of a little like he cut and run, right?
No, he didn't. I was gonna say that about this. The voice that they use for him is terrible on this book because it sounds like
I think it's great. I love the voice. It makes it sound weak, but at the same time,
But remember, but he's transitioned from that already. Remember, he was weak, and in the other books and in the comics, there's a point where he takes off the mask and he's like, "That was all a ruse," and he transitions.
They use different voice when they have the mask on versus mask off. They did the same thing with D. She had a different voice with the mask on than the mask off.
So I must have completely missed something at the beginning of the book because right before D got captured, presumed dead, assumed this other identity, didn't she either call for Ro and the something electric gaze or whatever to come either assist or he was there and he's like, yeah, see ya, and he took off.
Well, yeah, but that was the way he was setting her up, just like they did Pan, where he sent her on that mission. I forget exactly what it was now to start.
They do that to each other all the time. Every book has something where they're doing the exact same thing and they fall for it every time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, her thing, I don't know how much that was of her just trying to escape from the last instant, more it wasn't a setup. I don't think he's trying to completely set up, but do know he's pissed off because she lost the temp. Like he still got some of the pass, but she was the one that lost the path, and it had to have gotten back to him by now that he doesn't have the graph.
Oh, he knows. Yeah, come to the end of it, he knows.
Yeah, he knows that there's no graph there anymore. So like,
well, also too, the don't forget the role they played in his father's death and everything near the end of the book. So it was him. It was the Tempest Runners at the time, which included she protected his father, but then she was also the downfall of his father, which he didn't mind because he didn't like his father. But,
well, I guess that's why when they made him sound weak there, that's acceptable. But there was that was my whole point with the audios, the switching of the accent for D, and then that part where they should have pulled him into the like, yeah, I was just playing a sniveling, whiny, whatever. But D knows that he's not. Like at the end of the, like she knows that he's conniving. And like, if he's not a Sith, then I don't know what a Sith is because they keep hinting that he's a Sith. So
did anybody catch the rule of 3 thing?
Yeah.
For the Nihil?
For the Nihil, it's based off the rule 3. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know, dude, but it sure does seem that there's something going on there.
Yeah. And he won't let anybody know his identity, like his real identity,
where he's originally from too. Yeah, that's very interesting too. That
except for Chris, apparently, who he just
because it could be the rule 2. That could be his apprentice. That's exactly what they could be doing. So, I mean, that's what it's cool how the comics are playing in right into the novels at the perfect timing too. Yep. It seemed like maybe part of the first part of High Republic was that they rushed some stuff and put stuff back and forth, and it just was crappy replay. Where this one, it's like the audio novel comes out, the comic book comes out, they tie in perfectly, and that's how they should be, I think. I thought they did a really good job with D. She's definitely sticking around. I actually think Rose's character is really good. Because if they aren't hinting that he is a Sith, like they're pretty close to hinting it.
There's breadcrumbs there for sure.
Yeah, big breadcrumbs they're laying on that one. I thought they did a good job with some of the, I don't know, just the characters. They were pretty good. You're right with what's his name? Starts with the B. The Wookiee.
Bar Yaga.
Yeah, Bar Yaga. Burr. The voice for Burr was tough. It's horrible to listen to.
Yeah, that's the same voice they've used for like all of them, though, because it was the same voice in Out of the Shadows.
Yeah, what I'll say is the Jedi parts were kind of weak in there too. Like there wasn't much Jedi. It was definitely a darker tone to it, but that was okay. I thought they did a good job with all the prison stuff. Made seem realistic. The woman who worked for the Hutts was really cool, and how they did Pan, how they brought Pan back. Okay, it was a little bit. Scott got out to a little bit of that thing
where it's hard to kill.
He foreshadowed it, but I thought it was cool how they brought him back and he actually attacked. Yeah. And now he's finally dead. Like that was kind of cool. I thought emotionally it was better. The one thing I like is that like as much as Ireland's book was good, there's all those like tropes of like lovey-dovey and all that kind of crap.
None of that in this one.
There's none. This is all relationship building. They did a thing where they had a younger character, and that younger character had developed properly without like inner monologues of what she needed to be. You know what I mean? There was
one romance angle, but it ended in betrayal. So with Bala, the guy that betrayed her family, her backstory.
Oh yeah, her backstory was good too.
Yeah,
her backstory was really good. And then she killed him, right?
Yes,
down the road she did.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
It was a good story. It was like Tarkin-esque. You know what I mean?
How spoilery are we getting? Should we tell them what D's?
Does anybody care that we spoil it? We're down to 41, so either people left because we're not breaking cards and they want it to be spoiled. So.
Probably my bad camera work and everybody showing off the junk I have in my room.
Yeah, no, we can spoil it. Go ahead. Let's get into it.
So basically, Dee's backstory involves her. She was part of would you say royal family of the Twi'leks?
Okay, so this is how I can explain it.
Yeah, go for it.
So it would be a founding family. So what would happen is, like in history, when they were expanding to a certain division, they would give a family the rights to develop the area and that way you could turn it eventually into a state like Houston or something like, or city like Houston, stuff like that. You can name it after you, like the Quakers would do and stuff like that. That's the point there. So the Twi'leks had sent this family out, which would already be a predominant family, to start a pilgrimage to an area, and then they were going to be the, what is it called when you guys see what I'm getting at? Sorry, it's late. But like the people,
colonists, settlers.
Yeah, they'll be the colonists.
Yeah,
They'll be the colonists. And so then eventually they'll be the namesake of the cities. They'll run the banks. They'll run everything. The only problem was they sent them on a planet where they couldn't grow food. So, but there's tons of spice. There's tons of dope. Right? We froze. Or do we not freeze? Cool.
No, there's tons of good dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like real
So
good dope.
it's weird. There's spice mines like to mine, but they end up finding these spiders that their webs are like twice as potent as regular spice or something like that. So
it's kind of like those coffee beans that those cats poop out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, more or less.
Now this is something. The spice. What is it called? The spice something. This has been mentioned.
Glitter stem. I think they call it glitter stem.
Glitter stems.
Glitter stem. Yeah.
Yeah, it has been something that's been mentioned before a lot in Star Wars. But glitter stems pretty much. I didn't know it was the butt juice of spiders, but apparently that's what it is. The butt juice of spiders. So, and it's all over the place. And one of the guys there who had a relationship with Dee when she was the daughter of these. There's two daughters. There's a good daughter, and then there's Dee, who's the redhead stepchild. He comes back and they have a relationship, and he finds out that it's there. And at the time, all the rest of the colonists that these people brought in here, which are pretty much peasants, are rioting. They want to break down, but they don't have any of the weapons. So the only ones who have the weapons is the big castle, and that's Dee's parents. And they're not bad. They want the best, but they also want to develop it, where I think a lot of other people are getting pushed from outside influences that if they would just sell spider butt juice, that they would be all rich and they all wouldn't starve, right? Is that what we're getting at?
Right. Yeah. He doesn't want to get in the spice. It's the Godfather. He doesn't want to get into the drug business.
Yeah, I'm not getting into the drug
Dirty
business.
Dirty business it is.
So it doesn't turn out because this guy's actually manipulates him, and she's part of is it the Hutt cartel? No.
He's part of the he's not the
Hutt.
He's a supplier to the Hutt cartel, I think. Bala is.
Was it? I thought he was a supplier. No, the slave traders. What's their names?
Oh,
yeah.
I would say Venetians. That's not right.
No, it's the slavers. He's he's got connection with the slavers, and eventually he ends up betraying her and turning on the family.
First, she betrays her family for him because she thinks he's going to put her in charge of the planet, and basically he turns around and obviously betrays her, and he becomes the leader of the planet, which I can't remember what it's called. Yeah,
the colonists.
So and he sells her into slavery.
Yeah, and then sells her to slavery, which is like even worse. But she gets out of slavery, obviously. And then that's when... How does she find her way to be into the Tempest?
Pan. It's Pan that finds her, right?
Oh, yeah.
She's in the Nihil. So Pan recruited her for the Nihil. And that's how she got her revenge on Bala.
Well, the Jedi saved her first, right? Because
the Jedi did.
Yeah, Jedi saved her from slavery.
And then the Jedis freed her from that slavery preparation center or whatever.
Right.
And then she went to some sort of Republic military academy.
Yeah, they entered her into a military academy.
Oh yeah, it was Oppo Rancisis. That's right.
Jedi Master. Yeah.
Snake guy.
Yeah, Snake guy. Snake guy showed up. But yeah, so he then talked her into joining a military camp because she could fight, and then of course she was just abused by people there. Pretty much, I guess that's the easiest way to put it. It was more than razzing, like they were.
Quick question from the chat. Astro Wizard want to know when it was releasing in physical book form. Unfortunately, we don't know.
Okay, so we don't. But if it's the same thing that happened, Marco story time, when I cornered Calvin Scott the last time this happened, it was a year and 3 months, and then they came out with Dooku thing. So it's usually about
approximately a year. Yeah.
Because they did the same thing with the Afro book. It came out like almost a year later.
Yeah. But the audio cast really isn't that bad. You get used to it.
It sucks. No, you don't.
Yeah, you didn't. You were having your difficulties, JJ, when Marco was just running down the whole production.
The whole thing.
First off, it takes forever, and I have to rewind because I was just saying this. Honestly, if you're a book reader, and when Jedi said last week, like, oh crud, I read a book and now I can understand why Marco can follow because it's like easier to read in a book. It just
makes it
less.
sound like that's such a big thing.
Well, it is because I had to keep rewinding.
So
I rewinded this thing like
An audio play is not a good place for you to jump into listening to audio books, though, because it's just different. So I think it's a different. This is the wrong one for you to start with.
I got to think JJ gave it to me, so I shouldn't be. I do really appreciate it. Just not my style.
I would say I'll say this: if they don't ever physically release it in a physical form, which they should, but if they don't, I would still recommend people listen to it because it's a good story.
Absolutely, it's a good story, really good story. The storyline is good. The other whatever is what it was.
Yeah. So, even if audiobooks aren't for you, I recommend listening to it if they never release it physically.
She ends up killing the. Does she end up killing the guy?
Bala?
She ends up leaving the military. Before that, when she's in the military, does she kill the guy in the military that's just trying to pull
She almost kills him. She like cracks his skull and then she steals one of their fighters and takes. And
then it doesn't have it. Then the commander's trying to come after. That was pretty quick. That she's like, she's not just conniving. She can work mechanics and stuff like that. It gives a lot of backstory on why she's as good as she is. So.
Yeah, becomes a mercenary, and that's when Pan finds her as a mercenary and recruits her to. They raid her ship. Is that right? When she's a mercenary, the Nihil do.
Mm-hmm.
I think, and that's how Pan finds her and then recruits her for the Nihil, and he ends up.
Well, they are raiding her ship, and she has done some homework on them because she knows about them. So she like has this plan for when they come in her ship. She's going to take them out, and she damn near does, and that really impresses Pan, and he kind of takes her in.
And the action sequences in this are done really well.
I thought they were. Yes, I thought they were.
They play up the music during.
Like I said, they played up the music too.
That first part too, where they're describing like Skier. Like I didn't like Skier as a character until I listened to this audiobook. I actually liked him now. The way he was describing was like the crazy Trandoshan that, he's like, oh, well, all Jedi are good, but you didn't see this Trandoshan, he would have murdered me or whatever. Yeah, I like that.
I thought they did a good job.
Another example. I was going to say that's an example of how it kind of played into the comics too, because Skier is still kind of struggling with this connection to the Force thing, right?
Right.
Hey, can you throw up that cover of the book again for Invite to Raid 666? He was wondering what we were talking about. Which novel?
Oh, Invite to Raid. Hey.
He just got
it. Yeah, it's the Tempest Runner, the audio book.
Yeah, the new Tempest Runner.
It actually was good. I mean, look, like I said, the only downside to it, I think, is like I just enjoy reading books, and it's faster. This did take me 3 days to get through, where you guys know, some of these don't take, the novels take me like a couple hours. So
yeah, it's about a little under 5 hours or a little over.
Yeah, I think
5
so.
hours.
It was for me. It took 6.5 hours to get through it because I had to rewind a couple times. So, but yeah, I mean, all in all, the storyline was really cool. That's why I think I rewinded too. I wanted to go back and catch it so I could double take it. Either way, she ends up getting to Pan, and then she kind of just falls into like she takes advantage of opportunities to accelerate, and it's kind of cool because it gives you an outline of how you can make yourself up to a Tempest Runner. And a lot of it had to do with opportunity and taking advantage of that opportunity,
and dumb luck in some cases.
Dumb luck, yeah.
Oh, look at Crix.
Yep. Well, they're and then this was really interesting too because this, and I think even in Out of the Shadows a little bit, you got kind of these are the best two examples they give you, kind of the inner workings of Nihil, like a storm and a cloud and the ranking system, where it's kind of like the military ranking system, but like much more cutthroat. Like literally, like to get ahead, you got to be willing to step on the guy in front of you, kind of deal. But
I mean, I kind of saw similarities. What was Marshawn's Odin? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oderin or something.
I think it's Oderin. Yeah, Oderin.
Yeah.
Oderin.
Yeah, what they did was they took a name that's easy to pronounce and they screwed it up just like everything else.
They make it harder.
Just like Star Wars. Yep.
I saw similarities between the way he kind of embraced Lorna D in the early stages and kind of how Marshawn is kind of embracing Chris. There's some similarities there. At least to me, there were.
Yeah, the dad was good. I kind of think like I think there's a lot of back and forth. He obviously didn't see what was coming his way because it seems like everybody was just getting ready to stab him in the back. Which they did eventually, right? So that's fun. But they keep going back and forth between her being in the prison, and they explain that. So you get flashbacks all the time.
But she became Tempest Runner by saving his life from Was it the another Tempest Runner that was betraying him?
Yeah. Well, okay.
Is that
So
what that was?
okay. So this was good. That part was a little bit confusing, but this was going to happen. Pan had set up with the other two Tempest Runners that a third Tempest Runner was going to act like he betrayed him. He was going to break out and shoot the dad of Ro, and then they were going to take over. Those three were going to get sent to the top, and they would be in charge. They would just have Marshan as a face of it.
Figurehead.
Actually, yeah, figurehead. What ended up happening was when the guy broke out of the handcuffs, Laura D wasn't in on it, and she went up and shot the dude, or killed. She didn't shoot him. She stabbed him, right? The dude that broke out of the handcuffs. The other Tempest Runner.
By then she had already filed her teeth down, so I think she like bit the guy.
Bit him. Oh yeah, she filed her teeth down, and bit him. Yeah. So then, Marshawn's dad promoted her to Tempest Runner, and the third Tempest Runner, who we know because he died off. He was one of the first ones to die off. That was the first one that they set that Marshan set up in the original books. He was like, "What do we do now? Pan." And if you're putting the mindset into Pan of the brains of an operation, it's gonna fail. Like, he's brute force, but his brains it showed you that his brains wasn't that good, but it showed that the other guy was even stupider than him. So, hey, there you go. You got that, and that's how she became a Tempest Runner.
Yeah. And the long story short, I guess we'll go ahead and cap off the ending for everybody, basically. But so the Nihil Pan comes back, attacks the prison that she's in. From the Republic, which, by the way, Republic ran prison, right? Not Jedi ran prison.
Yeah, Republic ran prison.
I don't think there were any Jedi anywhere.
No, because the commander-ship relationship, which was kind of interesting. They did show an interesting dynamic between the Republic people and the prisoners there too, which was interesting.
So that counselor or whatever his name was, the one that everyone kind of thought there was some inappropriate relationship. Same voice actor had to be as Comac in the other.
They have a voice. They have a voice cast out there, and I read it so long ago that I can't remember who all it was. But Mark Thompson, who narrates a lot of the Star Wars books, is one of the voice cast members for this. So probably so.
Either way, so they get to the end. That person helping her out, she does have a moral. How did you guys feel about her moral quandary with the counselor? Like, that she actually was trying to turn the corner, which they showed earlier in the book when she was trying to turn it between the military thing before the guys gave them a hard time. Do you think it was all a put on, or do you think she actually was considering?
I think she was seriously considering it. I don't know that I totally bought it as a reader, but I think she was.
As a listener,
until that kind of last reveal that he was more in it for himself than for her.
Yeah, I think all throughout the entire book, it was kind of she kind of walked on the left side, the bad side of a fine line the entire book. I mean, she was always kind of wanted or felt like she was wanted to do the right thing, but circumstances always kind of made her not do the right. I don't know, but yeah, that was one of the things that confused me how it ended, or maybe it was maybe I expected it to be a little more complicated than. So yeah, that counselor guy or whatever he was that she kind of was partial to, and vice versa. So he was getting ready to retire or some medical discharge. I don't know if he was terminal.
Yeah, he was
going to die, and she was his last chance to do something worthwhile. And is that what it was? And then when she found out, she's like, "You can't use me like that." And then
because that gave her back to the military thing where she thought that everybody's trying to use her all the time. So they snapped back, and then she took over all the Nihil that were left.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the counselor was Mark Thompson. It looks like it was Dan Bittner, whoever that is.
Oh, okay.
I will say the also unfortunate about the audiobook is, like, because of how they addressed acting or overacting it out, they kind of, a lot of it, it was like stage play, right? Where you over dramatize stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And while doing
it is stage play.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is.
But
your eyes closed.
The problem with it is when you're doing that, sometimes you have a tendency to foreshadow upcoming events. And that seemed a lot what happened in this book too. There's a lot of foreshadowing of how everything was going to end out. So I think it probably is like, if you take back the overacting and if you read it in an actual book, you wouldn't get that. You get a little bit more of a like, oh yeah, she was tilting the line, and then she was then it was like, oh, she gets the call back. That's why they did the version of the callback of her going through military and getting screwed by the boyfriend that wasn't her boyfriend and everything like that. Correct? Or JJ, or you have a different opinion on that?
Yeah, well, I was going to say that she even says it herself. You know, she's she's basically been putting on masks her whole life that other people have given her, including Bala and the military academy, and then it's Nihil. So, but yeah, I'll say
So
this
then at
thing.
the end, it was the way it ended. Then it was kind of a not stalemate. It was kind of a face-off, right, between what will be a face-off between her and Ro.
Well, yeah,
kind of shows up with all these ships and
it's coming.
Challenges his power.
Yeah, I think so. Well, she definitely has. Even before this book, she was betraying
the
Ro.
last book
book she was betraying Ro. So I think this was kind of like the.
Well, she was kind of covertly going against Ro in the previous book. This is very much where she's kind of in his face saying, all these ships come out, and she's kind of like saying, "I'm here to challenge you," right? I mean, that's the vibe I got. Maybe.
Well, she's not there, so she's not there with Ro. She's there with Zetar at the end.
Oh, okay.
But him and Ro's still at what they call it, the guild or whatever they call it. The hall, what they call it. But
okay. All right.
Yeah, but she does put him on notice that I'm here with a whole bunch of ships, and I'm still a Tempest runner, and your guys' power is low, and mine's higher now. I have more ships and more people.
But let's see how that goes, because that doesn't usually work out well. But especially considering we know in the comics that she might, but then Crix looks like he's got a big army coming with him too. So it actually could turn out. I think these parts where people are looking for Sith, even if it's not Sith, I think these darker parts are the parts we're going to get out of it, where we're going to get to see two baddies go after each other, which will be pretty fun. I mean, we got to have it sooner than later. These two have flown through really quickly. Like how this has escalated really fast between the last book and this one right here. So,
and this one seems like it'll tie in pretty close with the comics coming up, though, at least the Marvel run of comics, I should say.
Well, we still have to see too, because they said, I think they're going to have to, I think we might be able to get to see a little bit of a split off, because I think you're going to, one of them, who got sent to Maz's planet? Was it Sal?
That was IDW run, yeah.
Yeah, but was it Sal that got sent out there, or was it the other Tempest runner and the Mama Bear from Sal's mom? Somebody got sent out.
A whole group of Galaxy.
It was
whatever they.
No,
call
I'm sorry.
them.
That was well, Kiwi ran into I think that ran into Zetar in the Marvel run. So that's why I was thinking you're probably going to tie it together there. But.
Keytar.
Yeah, I mean, eventually that's going to come back. So she's going to, but that's it. They're going to figure out. So Ro
keyboard necktie.
But they aren't together. But eventually she's going to run into those two and figure out what the standing is between those two. But there is another break off. There's the break off so they're not the ones going to Maz's castle. That's cool. I mean, they're directly putting both these books or all these books into the comics, which is, like I said, it was kind of nice how they're continuing it over.
Yep.
But we'll see what happens. I don't think it's the end of Ro, because he said something at the end of the book, like, you might have the more shifts, but I got something. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Did he say something?
He still has a weapon. He
like
says
that.
he has a weapon.
Like a hidden power.
A weapon that's better than any Tempest or whatever.
You say a weapon.
Yep.
Yeah, the weapon has more power than any Tempest. That's what he said. So
the one that
I have a feeling we're gonna. Right? I don't know. Like I said, he was giving references that if you read into it too much, it's like he sounds like he's got Sith stuff going on, but he doesn't seem too mad that he's missing the graph, and he still says he's got pass, and then he was talking about the weapon, so he doesn't seem like he's worried too much about how many ships she's got.
Nope.
So, but I thought it was good. I mean, it was good. The storyline was really good. It was really exciting. Yep. I liked listening to it. You
want to rate it on a story like we did the last one?
Sure, I could rate it on a story.
Go
ahead, Jedi. I give it 4.
I get a 4.5. I liked it.
4.5.
Like I said, I was.
I'm at a 4.
I thought it was cool. I kind of liked the audio production, even though it did take a little bit of time to get used to it. It was short, so I was able to get through it in time to actually make this, to actually contribute, whether or not it was good contributions or not to this discussion, as opposed to being, behind. So it was only, it was real easy to listen to, and 4.5.
Yeah, I'm at the 4.5 level too for story. What's that? Yeah, I like that. That's it.
Good background on D.
I thought it was really good. It reminded me a lot of the Tarkin books and some of the early Thrawn books, and maybe even the Hope book with what's her name, Hera and Kanan in it, where it gave you like a decent backstory and also did some flashbacking in there and progressed the story ahead of time too. It was all in that line of stuff. Like the Tarkin book, it reminded me a lot of Tarkin, like the Tarkin book.
Yes.
I thought it was really well done there. It was short. I was surprised at how short it was. I thought it was going to be like 17 hours, and I was originally complaining about how long it'll be. I'm glad it wasn't. I have a enormous issue with I like the production value of like when they played music and how they did the fighting scenes and everything like that. However, keeping the voice actors to stay in the same tone and in the same volume level and in the same accent was a little bit undaunting for me. But
Well, are there any more of these coming down the pipe?
there
Are
is.
there
They
any
do
more
one
of these?
every 2 years. They put out an audiobook, so there will be one in 2 years.
Yeah. Audio original, they call it.
Audio originals, yeah. They might do it faster than that. Who knows? But they'll definitely have another one. I mean, maybe I think there's still some free credits out there, so maybe I'll talk to somebody and hand them a 20 and get the free credit for the next audiobook, and I'll read it and then I'll listen to it, and we'll see which one I like better.
Compare and contrast.
Mm-hmm. But all in all, like the development of a character we've liked from the beginning, and we hope we're going to do really good. They've done a really great job with this character.
Yes,
Kevin Scott has done. I don't think we can blame him for the shortcomings of the first arc of the High Republic. And when you get him on his one-on-one stuff, the stuff that that he's done and he has only done, like nobody else has put any artwork into this, nobody else has had a hand in it. He did a good job. Like he hit a home run, man. Can't complain.
Yep. Great story.
You can make 10 credits for $50 on the Bay. Yeah, I'm not trying to do that, dude.
Republic credits?
Yeah, which credit do you take? What credits do you take here? We might not take Republic credits. JJ, what do you your last words on the book?
I thought it was really good. Like I said, I'm used to full cast audio and audiobooks, so that didn't bother me as much as obviously other people. But and I could see definitely the voices thing though was definitely daunting. But yeah, and I still think the story was great though. And like I said, hopefully they release it in physical form. If you're a reader, if they don't, I still say listen to it because it's still a good story. So.
Yeah, I'll still listen to it, even though I didn't get to it yet.
I'll say this: like the Afro book, I waited till it came out. Obviously, the Dooku book, I waited till it came out. This is not one you can wait. You can't wait a year.
Yeah,
unfortunately, for this to come
They're
out.
moving the story along.
You have to get this one to go. With that being said, I mean, like that was one thing we kind of talked about earlier. Is like you're gonna have to wait a while for High Republic stuff to actually hit something of the media that, i.e., putting them on Disney Plus or something else. With how fast they start, how fast these last two novels, the comic switched on a dime, and how they got everything to mold together. That was a pretty quick turn. If they keep that up, it's going to be less than a year when we see something out of this in the visual sense of TV or movie, because this is good. It's picked up the pace, and I mean the last two novels. I know I criticized Ireland with the like YA kissy everybody's got to be in a relationship monologue. Yeah. But like with that being said.
But the story was still there.
The story's there. The core bone of the story is really good. And across the boards, it was, I have to say, the first 6-7 books of High Republic, the comic, the Marvel one, it was not. But everything else, Adventures in this, they've done a very good job. So keep it up.
Yeah, I'm glad it didn't go down and kind of become an Orange is the New Black kind of storyline as far as the prison goes, because that would have probably sucked. So, I mean, it kind of touched on that, but it didn't really dwell on it.
How's that?
It's still
that
Disney.
Mean? What's Orange is the New Black?
Orange is the New Black?
Prison movie or
it was a
prison TV
Netflix show.
The Netflix show.
Chained Heat.
And a female prison.
I should have thought
Chained
before
Heat
I
too.
said anything that Mark
But,
was not
yeah.
gonna know.
Well, I mean, like, what would you rank that as? Like, what type of style would it be? I guess
Orange is the
stylistically.
New Black?
Is it like a drama type thing? Like, is it like
It's,
a love relationship
probably
drama? Or something?
Crime drama.
A prison comedy drama or drama comedy, whatever. Yeah.
So that's what you didn't want them to go down, is like, because
I just didn't want them to dwell too
relationship
long
based?
on the hierarchy of the prison, because it kind of did a little
so like
bit.
Oz.
with that one
I
lady.
watched Oz
Yes,
before, yeah.
but
Yeah, Oz for lots of boobies. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, no, I mean, like, I mean, I guess they're not gonna do. If they start adding in like prison relationships and stuff, I think that would have been terrible too. Like it was. I actually thought the antagonist in the prison, the lady that was working for the Hutch cartel, they did a really good job of running through that real quickly, addressing how it was, and addressing that she had outside stuff, and that's why she had her power, and how Dee could overcome it made it actually seem pretty realistic too, without just outright killing
an
him.
enforcer for the Hutt cartel that destroyed an orphanage or something. I don't know what she had something in her background. Blew up something.
Yeah, Glenn, I think we're right there with you. I think we're right there with you about the adventures. But I think HR's taking a turn. I think Marvel's finally coming too, so I hope so. Well, once again, I thought they did a really good job. I thought they could have. That's why I'm saying the difference between them and Ireland. Ireland would have written in some other some monologue that didn't have to they just killed an orphanage. That's all you need. I don't need deep thought processing.
Ireland would have had Dee undressing all the other inmates with her eyes.
Yeah, swipe left or swipe right.
Well, there was a cute counselor at the place where she would have had. Dee would have. And then
look at that guard!
Favorite guard.
Yeah, what would have happened was honestly, what would have happened was Dee would have turned that counselor relationship into something that it shouldn't have been, and they addressed that really good, saying this isn't whatever. He's just there. It was a great setup because in the end, you could tell that Dee had no romantic relationship from him. He didn't either want anything romantic out of her, but everybody, of course, would start with the jibber jabber. And then what the big kicker was why he was actually there the whole time. And that was good. I thought they did a great job of that. That's what I'm saying. The storyline was built well, where you're right. Ireland would have been she had googly eyes for him. And then she had googly eyes for one of the orphans, but still set the place on fire. What are you talking about? That doesn't make any sense, bro. That's not how that works.
Connections.
I was young once, but bro, man, I'm one young come on, man. That ain't how that works.
Yeah.
No prison relationships. Yeah, there wasn't. It just was out of place. Thank you very much. Star Wars Tinder. She does do a lot of Star Wars Tinder. Yes. Unfortunately, I hope she can get away with that. I know that's her trope for YA, but I just hope that. I hope one day I can tell you what I really think about her writing without it sounding bad. So, either way,
we'll wait for that day.
Yeah, one day. That's all we got. That's all we got. Anybody else? We will.
I think that was plenty.
Good. I don't know if we're going to do a ranking of the second half. We promised the second half of videos. We'll see what we can do. Oh, next week, by the way, just so you guys know, Pulse is on the 8th. They're doing the Black Series stuff. So we'll, as usual, we'll do that. Maybe have some guests. Maybe we won't. We'll see whatever we can do. And we'll be trying to get everybody's stuff out. I did see that one person lives in Canada. So good job, JJ. You'll be sending that to Canada. I'll get him all the
stuff. Just cards, though.
Yeah, dude. It doesn't matter.
Expected in about 2 months.
Yeah, a customs. Yeah, 6 months. You can send it to Canada. Which actually, if I look at it where he lives, it's funny because a lot of the guys that responded are I know where they. I think I actually.
Marago knows where you live now.
Yeah,
just drive across the border and meet him.
No, he doesn't live that. He's not that. Yeah, I know where he is.
If you can meet me at the border, I'm going to fold it into a paper airplane and just
right. You don't even have to be at the border.
And maybe
can I throw it across the Niagara?
Guys, 30 minutes.
We're going to take a picture of it and NFT it to you. You're not actually going to have the physical card.
Maybe you could set up a Trailer Park Boys train situation where you can run the model train to deliver it across
paper X-wing
border.
They are lights. They're not very heavy cards.
Oh, hey, one thing though. Where did he go? The one guy, he said he sent something. I didn't get anything from him. It's what was his name?
I don't know. You were
Sal D. Sal D said he sent something.
He was in the chat. He gave his IG name or something somewhere in there.
Oh, I'm not looking at his IG. I mean, I'm not gonna go try to find his IG. You have to look my IG up, bro.
He says IG name is Sal Badaloo.
Okay, well, go ahead and you hit him up. You gotta send him stuff anyways. All right. Cool. All right. That's all we got. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm trying to get out of here, but nobody's hitting the outro.
Well, you want me to do that? All right.